What's going on, everyone? Post in the chat there if you can hear audio. Lots of clicking. Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me, guys? It's Mitch here. Type it there if you type a 1 if you can hear me. Type a 1. One, 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 one. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. I can't hear Mark, though. I don't know. Can you hear Mark? Type a number 2 if you can hear Mark. No, 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 no. All right, let me get him on here then. Mark, get your audio. Can't hear Mark. Okay, I thought it was just me. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we'll get started here in a second. We got about 100 people, 86 people here on. So let's wait for a few more people to hop on, and we'll get started here. Cool, cool. Can everyone see my screen here? Can everyone see this? Type in under set number 7 in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Siren. 7777. Cool, cool. I don't know what's going on with Mark here. He should be on. He said it's not working. So let me message him. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so as soon as, okay, we got a bunch of people hopping on here now. So we will definitely get started in a second here. I just want to see if Mark, you can hear Mark, because we got some really cool things we want to show you guys, and Mark is going to be giving you some very, very valuable tips on here. So I just want to see what's going on with him. Send him a message. Forget Mark. Okay, cool. Mark can chime in then when. Okay, he's here. Sorry about the tech issues. Cool. Well, I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time here. So, I mean, let's dive in. I'm very excited to share with you guys some valuable tips. If you guys are ready, just type in the chat yes, and we'll dive straight in here. No audio or anything else. Maybe you gotta unmute you. I think everyone else can hear me here. Yes. Okay, cool. Well, we're not gonna waste any time. Let's dive into this and show you some valuable stuff here. Awesome. Let's do it. Cool. Awesome. We're gonna play here. Awesome. Everyone can see my screen before we dive in. Everyone can hear audio, video. Can you hear me? Yeah, and honestly, I'm not the webinar host. Mark has the tools here. Can you hear me? Chill out, man. This is gonna be a fire webinar. And cool. You hear me now? You're not paying to this? Exactly. Yes. Okay. Hope you guys can hear me. We can dive right in then. I don't want to hold you guys up anymore. Cool. Can hear you now. Yes. Mark has joined, so he's rejoining now. Let's see if Mark is here. Awesome. Nick, no sound. I know everyone else does. All right, start this shit. Okay, let's get it. All right. So what we're going to share with you is how to start and grow a wildly profitable 6-figure, even 7-figure business and start getting your high-value client from LinkedIn starting today in 21 days or less completely without paid advertising, cold email, or complex sales funnels. And so this is our host for today. So myself, Mitch Gonzalez here, and we also got Mark Logan, but he's having some tech issues. So I'm going to kind of just take the wing here and just man this webinar until he gets back on. And if you guys have any questions, we are going to be doing Q&A at the end. So don't worry about that. And we'll answer all your questions, everything like that. So our goal for you today is to provide you everything you need to start and grow your very own business, get high-value clients starting immediately through LinkedIn. And even if you don't have a LinkedIn account, marketing, business, or sales experience, all with the skills that you already have, and do it without coming up as salesy or just another one of those guys. And look, this training is the real deal. What we're going to show you today is the exact same strategies that we both use to close $20,000 consulting deals and retainers, and actively use this day to get 10 to 30 sales calls every single week booked in our calendar. And look, we did this webinar before, and people said this is one of the best presentations they've ever seen in their entire life. And look, Mark and I, you can see here, hey Mark, I just want to say thank you so much for the LinkedIn class. It has gave me so much more confidence using LinkedIn. It made my journey to success way more achievable. And look, we even had people land strategy sessions, which are sales calls, on this webinar. And we also had people close clients on this webinar. So he's like right here, a fair bit into the webinar, I got a message through LinkedIn, took the phone call, and signed up a client for $1,200 a month. So here's what we're going to cover in today's video. So I'm going to show you why LinkedIn is king for free organic marketing and how you can profit big from this massive opportunity. The only 3 things you need to start and grow your business to the high 7 figures, even 6-figure mark, and how to create yourself by upgrading your identity and becoming a version 2.0 of yourself. I'm going to show you how to pick a highly profitable sub niche. So going 4 layers deeper than what everyone else teaches you and really just become positioned as the expert fairly quickly. And then I'm going to show you how to get your first few high-value clients from LinkedIn fast without paid advertising, cold email, or even building out complex sales funnels or any of that. Then I'm going to show you how to offer LinkedIn as a service, and I'm going to show you the math to making 100K fairly fast. And then we're going to do some live Q&A at the end, and you can ask us any questions and all of that. And look, if you stick out to the end of the webinar, we're also going to give you a copy of all the slides to download, all the message templates, all the swipe files, and all the notes mentioned throughout this webinar. Sound good? Post in the chat. Is that good? Awesome, awesome. So look, and there isn't going to be a replay of today's webinar, so you want to pay close attention, you want to take some notes, and you want to ask your questions at the end. And me and Mark, if he gets back on here, we'll answer all your questions and make sure you come off this webinar with strategies that you can actually implement today. And look, so let's talk about who this webinar is for. Well, this webinar is for starter entrepreneurs who are looking for the best possible opportunity to get started making big income online. You're sold on entrepreneurship, you already want to do entrepreneurship, you see everyone else becoming entrepreneurs, you want to do it, and maybe you've already tried something in the past, but you just haven't found your vehicle yet. Well, this webinar will show you how to commit to something and see it through to success. And look, this is for entrepreneurs with existing coaching, consulting, marketing, or service-based businesses struggling to get clients predictably and scale to that 6-figure mark without breaking the bank with paid advertising. This webinar will show you how to quickly scale organically, so completely free organic method to get clients. And this is for like caged employees or students who have been brainwashed, to follow that traditional path of go to school, get a 9-to-5 job, and work until they're 65 so they can retire and live their dream life. This webinar will show you how to drop out or quit your job and make 6 figures or more and live your dream life now, not when you're 65. And look, I just want to give you guys some house rules for today's webinar because we're really going to be diving deep and sharing with you some really cutting edge, like underground secrets that no one even knows about, especially on the topic of LinkedIn and getting clients. So I want to really just make this clear. This is not get rich quick. I'm not going to show you how to press a button and go and make some money. And there's no easy button to success, right? You can't just go click a button, get paid. So, and this is not for people who just want to profit for themselves without helping others and provide real value and results to clients. Look, neither our results, mine or Mark's, or our clients' results are typical. The people you're going to hear about are hardworking entrepreneurs who put in the effort and did the work. We'll show you how to get clients and get the best results, but they're entirely up to you. Like, I'll give you an analogy of Michael Phelps. What he did every single day was he would get up, get in pool. And that's how he became an Olympic gold medalist, right? So we'll show you, we'll lead you to the water, but you have to get in the damn pool. Now, I want to share with you just a quick story before we dive in, just so you guys can know who I am, what I'm about, and my story of how I got started and even how I found LinkedIn to begin with. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Mitch Gonzalez. I'm a consultant from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I help financial planners grow their assets under management by acquiring high net worth clients using the same LinkedIn system that I'm going to be showing you guys here today. And I'm arguably one of the best LinkedIn coaches for entrepreneurs and helping them to get clients and scale organically. And I grew my business from absolute scratch to over $504,000 per year, over $42,000 per month in less than 1 year, completely organically, without any paid advertising, without any viral video, ads, or anything like that. It was completely organically through this LinkedIn system I'm about to share with you guys here today. And look, in 2015, I was in my first semester of college. I was living and working in my parents' basement, and I would stay in this basement basically all hours of the day, grinding, trying to pursue entrepreneurship. I was trying everything. I would work literally at this desk. I would sit in this chair. I'm actually sitting in the same chair right now. I'd work there 18 hours a day, and then I'd sleep here for 6 hours. So basically for a 24-hour period, I'd be in this basement. Obviously, I wasn't that much of a basement dweller, but I'd actually go out and to the gym or whatnot. But I was basically here grinding all day, every day, just trying to make something work. And I also convinced my dad to co-sign on a $10,000 line of credit, which I racked up to over $13,800 buying courses. And I literally tried it all. I tried affiliate marketing, Shopify, I had a fishing store. I tried email marketing, social media marketing agency. I literally tried everything you could name. And I was also a pizza delivery boy at Pizza Hut. And on my off time, I would research local restaurants and businesses to door knock, cold call, and email. And I would basically have my laptop and I'd jot notes down. And that's actually also a book of Tony Robbins there. But I was just trying to pursue something, and I was working on my business, and I delivered pizzas on my off time. And during that time, and what I was doing and actually delivering pizzas, or after delivering pizzas, I would suit up pretty pathetically, as you can see here, and I'd go in the flesh. So I'd go in person, and I'd go and prospect one by one. I'd cold call, I'd door knock, I'd do cold emails, I'd do social media audits right here, like you can see. And basically just from the list I slapped together in between deliveries the day before. And all while I was putting my nose to the grindstone, really grinding in this basement for like 24 hours a day, my parents also filed for a divorce. So it was an extremely cruciating time for me. Like I was probably at my darkest days, and I really just felt like a failure. I felt like everyone was counting on me, yet I was spinning my tires going absolutely nowhere. And I felt like I was alone, and there was like no light at the end of the tunnel. And I was just burnt out. I was a generalist consultant and marketer. I had a few restaurants and maybe a few chiropractors that was paying me a few $100 here and there per month. And I was making around like $1,500 per month at my peak. And that's plus delivery tips as well. And I was just struggling to scrape up some more emails and some phone numbers just to go get some clients. I had absolutely no predictability in leads generated or clients closed. I was literally just like a human body for hire at a negotiable rate. And it was at this moment of like extreme frustration, of extreme pain, that three things literally changed everything for me. One, I recreated myself and I changed my own identity. And two, I niched down and I got viciously clear on my ideal client, my message, and my offering. And three, I committed to mastering LinkedIn. And after cracking the code on LinkedIn, in my first month, I went from $1,500 a month to over $10,500 per month. In my second month, I went from $10,500 per month, and I doubled it. I went to $22,000 per month. And in my third month, I went from $22,000 per month to over $32,000 per month. And this is all in USD. I'm from Toronto, so this is over like $40,000, almost $50,000 Canadian dollars here. And in less than 3 months, I went from $1,500 a month to over $30,000 per month USD per month. And after mastering LinkedIn, I was able to move into my dream penthouse downtown Toronto. So this is actually the view and where I'm actually doing the webinar from here today on this MacBook. And this is the view from my apartment, from my penthouse. And I've been consistently able to make over $42,000 per month and growing. It's growing every single week, every single month. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. And I'm also able to afford the suits I want, because you saw there, I basically just slapped together some khaki pants and just threw a blazer over and I'd walk out and start prospecting. So I'm able to, buy the suits I want. I'm able to travel whenever I want, wherever I want. I was able to mastermind with highly successful entrepreneurs like Grant Cardone and the billionaire Naveen Jain. So I'm networking and getting billionaire mentors to mentor me. And I was consistently able to book 20 to 30 sales appointments into my calendar every single week. And look, it's not just my results. Mark has been able to achieve similar results. And since Mark is having some technical difficulties,
am I here? Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Can everybody hear me just fine? Sorry about that. Yeah, Mitch, it looks like everybody can hear me. Here in the chat, I'm seeing people saying yes. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, just like Mitch said, it's not just his results. It's my results too. And I'm a consultant from Radnor, Pennsylvania, and people don't know about Radnor, but it's near Philly. It's a small suburb near Philly. And what I do is I help coaches and consultants connect with and just acquire their ideal clients and to really scale up without doing any paid advertising. And I teach them this exact same LinkedIn system. That's what I do. And it's the same system, like Mitch said, that helped me grow my consulting business from zero to a $144,000 business in less than 6 months using only LinkedIn. I didn't use anything else. And I've really turned cold LinkedIn leads into really big deals. And some of them have been over $20,000 just from being an ice cold stranger. But, all that's great. But if we take a step back in time, I used to be a corporate attorney. I didn't think about being an entrepreneur really for some time, actually. And this is actually a picture right here of my office. This is the job that I wished for. And I was, working on these really, really big, exciting deals, these $80+ million deals. And they were nationally recognized brands. They were global transactions with, companies that I always knew and wanted to learn the guts of. But here's the thing. I just really hated it. I hated every second about it. And when I was working there, I thought back and said, man, this is nothing like I expected it to be. People said, why'd you hate your job as a corporate attorney? And I said, well, why? My life is nothing like I thought it would be. I was, chained to a desk, someone else's desk for that matter. And I was working on, hours and days that were 12 hours plus. And my life was nothing like Law and Order or Suits or A Few Good Men or anything like that. And then just to make matters worse, guys, I was exhausted. I was exhausted and drained, and I was unhappy, and I didn't have any freedom in my life. I didn't have any fulfillment in my life, and I didn't have anything that I really hoped I would have by going on that journey. So I quit. I just quit. I'd had enough. And I said, I'm going to go and do my own thing, quote unquote, my own thing. But if there was an award called the Bad Timing Awards, then that would have been mine. I would have won easily, because when I quit, I had no experience. I had never started a business before in my life. I had never sold anything at all, at least anything that was more expensive than a movie ticket. And I didn't have a plan either. I was just kind of going with it. So that being said, also, I was getting married in 3 months, and that obviously costs a lot of money when you're getting married. And I was going on my honeymoon. My wife and I went to Italy. That cost money. That was already, booked, and there was even more to pay for. And then I was moving across the country right after the honeymoon. And it was in a new city. I didn't know anybody, had no connections, and it was more expensive all around. So that cost a lot of money. So on the surface, I tried to put on a good face for everybody. And I was, going about my day to day, and I was calm, cool, collected, and I was smiling, but underneath I wasn't. Underneath I was far from it. I was burnt out. I was lost, and I was terrified. I didn't have any job. I didn't have any income. And I was spending countless of hours just hustling, writing cold emails and making cold calls and trying anything and everything just to kind of make something happen. And I didn't have any clarity or anything in my business or the direction my life was going in, frankly. And all I had when I looked in the mirror was this relentless attitude and belief in myself and my potential, this desire to be something great and to help people along the way and do the best that I possibly could. But then something happened. It was somewhere in that dark and painful pit that I was in. The same exact three things that Mitch mentioned happened to me too, and everything turned around. And those three things were, if you remember, is I recreated myself. I really did. Created a new identity. I changed everything about myself. And then I niched down. I got viciously clear on my ideal client, the message that I had for them and the offer that I had for them and how I could help. And then I made a commitment. I committed to mastering LinkedIn, truly finding mastery in LinkedIn. And that's really what made the change. And Mitch said it really well. When I cracked the code on LinkedIn, I saw results, and they were scarily similar to what Mitch experienced too. So within those 3 months, just before I got married and went on all those journeys and had to, pay for all those things and everything that I mentioned, I went from that dark, painful pit where I was lost and had no idea what was going on, and ended up in a place where I was pretty much generating sales appointments on demand. I was using LinkedIn, leveraging it to its full potential, and I closed my first 2 clients that were worth $24,000 on my way to this $144,000 business within just 6 months. And that was really just the beginning for me when I figured that out. And after I mastered LinkedIn, really just looking at it as a night and day difference. I was able to move across, the country to my dream city, actually in Los Angeles, move into a luxury apartment here and build the financial confidence and the ability to close $20,000 plus deals, and really seeing a life where I was constantly building the health, wealth, love, and happiness, the abundance in my life from all angles, and just giving myself opportunities that I didn't think I would ever have. I was masterminding with some of the best entrepreneurs in the world, actually. I mean, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, there's a picture of me in the top left here at Ty's house at a private mastermind event that he had, me and Grant Cardone here. That was just powerful sessions with powerful people, and all the time just generating 20 to 30 sales appointments per month in my calendar with my ideal audience. And it was just a complete change for me.
And look, guys, it's not just our results. We've helped dozens of clients achieve very similar results fast. Like this is Nishan here. He got his first client for $3,000 a month, and he's going for 4 clients a month. That's over $12,000 per month. And then Mark helped someone close a $30,000 contract within 3 weeks just from his pipeline with LinkedIn.
Yeah, and Mitch, I think I actually got confirmation from him that it turned into a $90,000 deal because he got those 2 in the pipeline.
Oh, wow. See, $90,000. And look, another one here. Just closed another client today for $2,800. He went from 0 to over $6,000 per month in 2 weeks. And look, what I want you guys today, I know I told you guys to all bring a pad and paper because we're really going to be taking some notes, and this isn't like your typical webinar, right? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take your pen and paper, and I want you to take it out right now, and I want you to draw a circle. I want you to draw a circle on your page. Then what I want you to do is I want you to draw a diagonal arrow. And then I want you to draw another circle. I want you to draw me now. Write me now in this position here. Think about where you're currently at. And then I want you to write me in 3 months from now. I want you just to imagine the results that you can achieve in 3 months from now. I want you to write it down. What's your current situation? Write that all down. Write where you're currently at, how much money you're making, what your situation is, where you're living. And then I want you to write where you want to be living in 3 months. How much income you're going to be making. Who you're going to be surrounding yourself with. Your goals, your aspirations. Write that all down. And then what I want you guys to do is right below that, I want you to draw a big circle. Draw a big circle, thicken it out, and I want you to write your name in the middle. Write your name in the middle there. And now I want you to write all those dreams and those goals and desires that you have 3 months from now. I want you to start writing them on the outside of this circle here. Just write everything down. Write down what do you want to make? $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, whether you want to meet powerful business entrepreneurs, whether you want to be living in your dream mansion or dream penthouse or whatever it is. Don't hold any limitations. Just write everything down. And now what I want you to do is I want you to write in the middle there your comfort zone. Because everything you want and dream about is on the outside of your comfort zone. And you have to make a decision right now that you will jump outside of your comfort zone and do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams. Look, I want you to make a commitment right now to yourself that you will achieve your goals and your aspirations. Make a commitment. Commit to yourself that you will achieve those things. Look, I want you to say with me, I'm committed to my success and I will do whatever it takes to achieve my dreams. Because unless you're committed, you will never achieve anything. And there's a famous quote that I love. It's like, life will only change when you become more committed to your dreams than you are your comfort zone. And now, I want you to think, like, why LinkedIn? Why can LinkedIn even help you achieve your dreams? Well, the opportunity for using LinkedIn to get clients for your business is honestly astounding. It's massive. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network with over 562 million users. And they have a goal of having LinkedIn in every single professional household and that's over 3 billion users. That's their goal. And according to a study from HubSpot, LinkedIn is 277% more effective for lead generation than Facebook and makes up 80.33% of all B2B leads generated on the internet versus Facebook at only 7%. And LinkedIn Marketing Solutions blog reported 61 million LinkedIn users are in senior level influencer positions. So people who can influence the board of directors. And 40 million of those are in decision-making positions themselves. So CEOs, business owners that can make decisions and get deals done. And this means that the people you need to reach are on LinkedIn. And if you apply what we're going to share with you in today's webinar, you'll be able to target the right people in the right place where they're spending tons of their time. And look, we're experiencing one of the biggest waves in the history right now. LinkedIn has really just broken down the gate of entry. Anyone can now establish themselves as an expert and be positioned as the go-to person in their niche for solving their ideal client's most painful problems. We can reach powerful decision makers at scale, at any time, and convert them into a sales appointment for virtually free. There's no ad spend absolutely required. And with modern day technologies, we can fully automate our entire prospecting efforts and generate thousands of high quality leads with real minimal time invested on our end. And right now is the perfect time to leverage LinkedIn to start and grow your business and get clients. And here's just some of the benefits of LinkedIn. So you can start immediately with very little to no startup costs, which is a cell phone, a LinkedIn account, and a laptop. And look, no one has figured LinkedIn out yet, let alone use it properly to get clients. There's virtually no competition. And the people that are doing it aren't doing it well. So there's massive opportunity for you to jump on that. And look, there's high profit margins and plenty of cash flow from day one. You can acquire clients for yourself for virtually free, and you don't have to put half of your retainer towards clients' ads. Even if you take clients on as retainer, you're not fronting half of that towards their ad spend. You get to keep that profit. And look, it's a massive relief as you won't be worrying where your next client's going to come from. You will finally have a system to get clients. And you can get started right away with the skills that you already have, or we can quickly teach you in this webinar. And look, you can work from anywhere in the world on your own time, and you have plenty of freedom. And you can go direct to decision makers and CEOs and cut out the gatekeepers. I was on the phone with one of the CEOs of one of the largest of Hooters holding company, where I literally got to him and I cut out the gatekeeper. He was just on LinkedIn and he responded to my message, and I got on the phone with the CEO. He owns the holding company Berg on the New York Stock Exchange, so you can look that up. And look, this could be your one thing. This could be your very own profitable business and point of mastery. And maybe you're thinking, oh, but what if I'm not cut out for entrepreneurship or business or whatever that? Look, most people think like, I know nothing about business, I can't run one. Or I don't have an MBA, I can't be a successful entrepreneur. Look, the truth is most people have some huge misconceptions about entrepreneurship and business that I want to clear up once and for all. Do you think I was born a CEO cut out for business or able to grow my business to almost $50,000 per month? Do you think this kid from his parents' basement, pizza delivery boy, was a CEO? That's bullshit. I wasn't any of those. I started my business from scratch and grew it without capital. I was actually in debt, almost $14,000. So I now grew it to the point where I'm making over $40,000 per month in less than 1 year. Now, let's talk about the only 3 things that you need to start and grow your business to the multiple six figures, even 7-figure level without paid ads. Look, most people try to do everything when it comes to starting a business and getting clients. It kind of looks like this. There's your energy, and now everyone's all these entrepreneurs are expending their energy in different things. They think I need to start a YouTube channel. I need to start a podcast. I need to do Facebook ads. I need to do affiliate marketing, e-commerce, become an influencer, become an Instagram influencer. I need to build a sales funnel. And the truth is, if you're expending all your energy in all these different places, how can you truly master anything? And that's why you need to channel your energy to one thing. And it's what me and Mark did, and we mastered. We just focused on LinkedIn, and that's what we mastered. And you need to focus on one thing and make it your point of mastery. Because the key to success is about doing less, not more. And I want you to focus on one thing, not 20. And Mark and I committed to that one thing, which was LinkedIn. And when it comes to starting your business, being successful and getting clients, you want to focus on 1 to 3 things max. And here are those 3 things. So you need to recreate yourself and form a new identity that is deserving of success. And we're going to show you how to upgrade your identity and become a new version of yourself. And the second thing you need is you need to get viciously clear on your market, your message, and your offer, which positions you as an expert to help solve their painful problems and achieve their desired situation. And we're going to show you how to pick a highly profitable sub-niche and quickly climb to the expert authority and really just climb to the top and dominate your niche market. And then the third thing, you need to have a proven, repeatable system to attract, convert, and close high-value clients organically. We're going to show you how to set up an organic LinkedIn marketing machine. So let's talk about the first point here. I'm going to show you how to recreate yourself and form a new identity that is deserving of success. So most people think that it's the tactics, the message templates, the hacks, the fads that makes them successful. This could not be further from the truth. Did you ever question how, I went from college dropout pizza delivery boy to living in his parents' basement to living in my dream penthouse, making over $500,000 at 21 years old, now working with multi-millionaire and billionaire mentors? Well, I recreated myself. I broke my old identity and I recreated myself. I learned the biggest obstacle standing in my way wasn't getting sales appointments or clients or any of that. That was no problem. It was myself. I had to burn all my old limiting beliefs and undeserving self. I learned all the tactical stuff. I read dozens of books. I took online course after online course. I watched motivational videos. And I was still spinning my tires, stuck, going absolutely nowhere. The massive breakthroughs happened when I made the decision to change who I was, my identity, and become a new version of myself who was worthy and deserving of success. And you must operate at a higher frequency and get on the same wavelength as who you truly are and who you want to become. And you need to stop focusing on the things that you don't want and only focus on what you do want. And when I was broke, when I was down and depressed, I was focusing on the things that I didn't want. And this is when the mindset shift occurred for me. One of my goals on my list that I used to write down every day was pay off my $13,000 line of credit. And the mindset shift came when I started writing down, I am debt-free and making $30,000 a month. And the words that you tell yourself have a profound effect on the results you achieve. Now you're probably thinking, Mitch, that's great and all, but how can I do it? How can I, create a new identity and really just change who I am so I can achieve my goals and really just go through to and see success? Well, what you want to do is you want to write and read your goals and what you do want, not what you don't want, every single morning and night. So you just want to write down some goals, and you can see here, one of my goals was move into a condo downtown with a beautiful view of Lake Ontario and CN Tower. I read that every single day for over three years. And all the kinds of goals. So income, business goals, health and fitness goals, travel, lifestyle goals, every kind of goals. And look, I don't want you to hold anything back or put any limitations on yourself. I want you to just dream. And then what I want you to do is I want you to read some affirmations every single morning and every single night. And basically what your affirmations are is it's the process of affirming something. So this is basically telling you something. It's basically a declaration to yourself and reaffirming your new beliefs and your identity. And I'll give you an example of one here. So instead of saying, pay off my debt or whatever you're struggling with and that you're focusing on the negative, start focusing on the positive. So start saying, I'm so happy and grateful to be making $25,000 per month and living my dream life. I feel amazing. Abundance runs through my veins and fuels my drive. And you need to have a vision board of how you see your life. So this is one that I used to look at every single day. I still look at this one actually. But you can see I saw, felt, smelt, breathed, and lived in my penthouse before ever stepping foot in it. And that's a similar view. It's not the exact view, but it's a very similar view of what I envisioned and I saw, I felt. I put my hands on the railing, I breathed the air, and then before I ever stepped foot in it. And you need to start seeing and visualizing how you want to see your life. And I want you to create your own vision board and reaffirm you can achieve it through daily repetition of your goals and affirmations. Drill it into your mind. Drill this into your mind, this new character, this new identity that you see yourself as. Now, for many of you, you're probably thinking, you know what, Mitch, hurry up and let's get to LinkedIn training already. Look, Mark and I are going to show you how to use LinkedIn like an absolute savage and get clients and make money. You honestly don't worry about that. But before you can do any of that, you must set the right conditions in your mind, and rewire your mind for success in your subconscious brain. You need to drill your new self into your being and feel your new situation emerging. Look, I know for Mark, this changed everything for him too. Isn't that right, Mark? Didn't changing your new identity and just drilling that being just really change everything for you?
Yeah, and that's what had to happen, because the thing is, you really can't become who you want to be tomorrow as the person you are today, because otherwise you would have become that person already. You'd be there really soon if you hadn't. And that's just key. It's key for every single person on here. I know we get goals, I know all that stuff, but you really have to internalize it. And for me, that was really the beginning of when the big shift started to happen.
Yeah, you need to see yourself as who you want to become. And now I don't want you to think that Mark and I were just one of those people, just sitting on the couch meditating all day, and clients and money just fell onto our doorstep. Because we all know that's not true. That's bullshit. So we both worked extremely hard and put in the work. We did the work and we worked extremely hard. And you need both. You need the strategies and tactics. You need to work hard and take massive action, but you also need to work on yourself, your mindset, and who you're becoming. And you need to do it all at the same time. That's how you really change your life. I can show you how to use LinkedIn like an absolute ninja, like a savage, how to get clients, make money. But until you actually believe that you can achieve it, before that you can actually see yourself living in your desired situation before it ever happens. Because like I said, I was stepped into this penthouse. I was living here before I even looked at any of them. I just saw it, I knew what I wanted, and I just made that vision come to reality. So let's dive into some strategies that you need to know to get clients on LinkedIn. And look, this is how to pick a highly profitable sub-niche and quickly become the #1 expert authority and really just dominate. And I'm gonna hand over the mic here to Mark, because he's really a specialist in just targeting, messaging, positioning, and really just eliciting response from your ideal clients here.
Yeah, thanks, Mitch. Thanks. These are the 3 things that every single person needs if you want to get results on LinkedIn. And everybody wants to know the strategies, and there are people that are actually putting in the comments here. They want to know the strategies, and that's all so important. But you need to know how all of this stuff fits together to make the tool the most effective. So knowledge-based targeting, messaging and positioning, and systems and conversions. Those are the 3 main things that you always need to keep in mind. And we want to start off with each one step by step. So knowledge-based targeting, everybody understands that they have to niche down and focus their market. And most entrepreneurs and business owners, they just don't have any clarity, nevertheless, on who their ideal clients actually are. They really have no idea. And we've seen it across so many different industries, so many different niches, coaches, consultants, all these marketing companies, all these different attorneys and sales professionals, any skill or expertise that people might have. They don't know who their clients are. So you have to dive even deeper, and knowledge-based targeting is about that deep understanding of the niche. And you really have to go several layers deeper than you think you've gone to actually find where the value is. There are high-value sub-niches in there. And if you don't know who these clients are, then it's hard to find new prospects. People, they're always talking about having that difficulty. And when you can't, it's harder to find them and consistently book sales appointments because you just don't know where to look. It's tough. And when that's the case, you can't find those deals. You really can't. You can't even network and tell people what you do. And when that's the case, you don't have control over your business. And that's the unfortunate reality for a lot of people. They just don't have control. And I meet people all the time, and I want to give an example that happens to me almost every day. It's people who approach me and they introduce themselves, and I'll ask them, hey, what do you do? And they say, well, I'm a business coach. And I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. I help people, with their business too. What do you do? And they say, well, something similar. I help them grow their business. I say, okay, awesome. Who are your clients? And they say, well, I operate with, entrepreneurs, and I operate with, enterprises, big companies, small companies, product-based businesses, service-based businesses. And yeah, that's what I do. And I see a big problem. And I hope everybody else sees the problem here too. It's the man who chases 2 rabbits catches none. That's what Confucius said. And that's a really important point to take away, is if you're chasing 2 rabbits, then you're not going to end up with any rabbits at all. You need to be focused, hyper-focused. And that's why lions are some of the best hunters in nature. I always talk about lions because they really internalize this. They don't try to chase, 50 zebra at a time. They never do that. They stalk the zebra. They always approach slowly. They analyze what's going on with the pack, and they pick the ones that are best for them, the ones that set them up the most for success. That's what lions do. And they understand this concept that focus on one zebra, and we'll be just fine. And that's how you guys should start to think about it. Most people, they start to, look at things as like, okay, coaches, and that's my niche, coaches. And a lot of people within that, they'll go down to be as specific as business coaches. But honestly, that's where most people stop. That's where they stop. And if they went deep enough, they would start to see other layers. They'd say, okay, well, what kind of business coaches? Oh, well, I work with corporate sales trainers. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to focus on corporate sales trainers. Well, what kind of corporate sales trainers? Always be asking why. Why are you working with corporate sales trainers, and what kind of corporate sales trainers are you working with? It could be people that are trying to reach their first six figures in business, or people that already have 6 figures maybe, and they're trying to scale up to the 7 figures. Or it could be people who are at 7 figures and trying to go to the 8 figures or higher. It's always going to be different, and every single place is going to have a different problem. So this quote here is one of my favorites. For every level, there's a different devil. And that's so true. That's so true. Every single level of business is going to have a different problem. So depth and focus are the 2 things that I want you to focus on. Always think deeper. That's the challenge. Think deeper when it comes to the people you help and the problems that you solve, okay? And like Mitch said, get relentlessly clear on who your ideal client is, relentlessly clear. And then just understand that client and that group better than anybody else. Right, Mitch?
Yeah, you have to. You have to get relentlessly clear and just understand them at a really core. My client avatar is over 18 pages. You don't have to get that intense, but you do have to get relentlessly clear. And so this is the first part of it. It's knowledge-based targeting, just understanding, diving deep, and most people just stop. Maybe you've heard pick a niche. You have to go several layers deeper, like Mark was saying. And now I want him to dive into the messaging and positioning part and really show you guys how to message a potential prospect and position yourself as an expert.
Yeah, this is so important. Once you've identified your ideal clients, you really just have to get in front of them and start conversations. We all know this. This is how the whole process starts when it comes to sales in your business, right? But understand this point first. The more conversations that you have, the more appointments you're going to generate, and the more appointments you conduct, the more clients you're going to get. There's no way around that. And your success is directly proportional to your ability to capture and keep people's attention long enough for them to see your value. And attention is so important. If you don't have attention, then nothing else matters. And something that I love to think about, that one of my mentors told me, is that being great at what you do no longer means that you're going to have the opportunity to do it. It doesn't. It's great if you're good at what you do, but I can be the greatest, actor in the world or something like that, but I'm not going to get any roles if I can't get the agents and the casting directors and the studios to listen to what I have to say and see my value. It doesn't matter. And you have to also talk to your prospects about what they care about. And there's only 2 things they care about. They're only interested in 2 things: is solving a problem that they have but no longer want, or getting results that they want but don't have yet. And those are the 2 things. If you can focus on those, you're set up for a lot of success with your messaging. And here's the thing. Most people get the messaging wrong because it's incomplete. They focus on the pleasure that they're trying to get people. I'm going to get you to this result. I'm going to get you here, and you're going to be just fine. But people are motivated, not just interested, but motivated by getting out of their current situation that they don't want anymore and getting to where they want to go. So if you can put the pain and the pleasure into your messaging and speak to both of those things that they care about, now your message is going to be optimized for those results. Okay, so I hope everybody's with me here. Those are the 2 things that you need to know, and I really want to make sure that you have those written down and you've internalized those. And once you kind of have that in mind, you can start to think about how to communicate on LinkedIn. And there are 2 ways to do that. And it's going to be first with your LinkedIn summary and your headline, and second with your direct outreach messages to your prospects. Right, Mitch?
Yep. And your profile is really the main pillar and what you need to really like just have architected and really just pre-frame for your prospects, right? And these are kind of the components of a magnetic LinkedIn profile. So this is Mark's here, and you need to have a high quality headshot, right? So you have to take a nice high quality photo of yourself and really just be positioned as like something of high value. And then you also have to have a high quality header as well. You don't want to be just going slapping something that you found together. You want to really just have a high quality of you, your skyline of your city or your office, whatever. And then what you need to do is you need to write a capturing headline that really just is clear, it's concise, and it's showing you how you can help your prospects solve their problem and get their desired results. So mix them both together. And that's the most important component. And then you have your summary section here, which is calling out your niche market, addressing the problem, agitating the problem, and then providing the solution with a call to action to book a phone call in your calendar. And before Mark really dives deep into tell you exactly how to message and reach out to people, I want him to share with you like some LinkedIn rules of what not to do, because we can show you what to do, but I think it's better if we show you what not to do, so you don't go out there messaging people and not getting results.
Yeah, for sure. People, they try to do all these things on LinkedIn, just kind of winging it, and they don't know they're messing up. So the first thing to make sure you don't do, rule number one, is do not send any kind of invitations with that standard, stock message from LinkedIn. I'd like to add you to my LinkedIn network. Sending that message does a couple of things that you really don't want to happen. You don't want this person to see you and have a gut reaction of wait, whoa, hold on. Who is this? I don't know you. I've never seen you before in my life. That's not what you want somebody to do, right? Especially if you're trying to work with the person. And the second thing that you want to make sure you keep in mind with that is when most people were kids, they were taught not to talk to strangers. Everybody was taught not to talk to strangers. Don't open the door for that person. Don't talk to that person. And because of that, the natural subconscious reaction to strangers coming out of the blue is very, very negative, even if we don't think about it. Is to really just push the person away and shut the door, not to let that person into your life, and in this case, your business. And that message is generic anyway. It's boring, it's not interesting, and it doesn't trigger emotions. And that's something that's important to think about as well, because you're trying to work with this person. You're trying to work with the person, and because of that, you need their attention. You need their attention on you and nothing else, and that's captured by feelings and emotions. So don't just send a message that's generic and boring and standard that everybody knows that somebody's going to be numb to. Don't do that. It won't get you the results. And with that, LinkedIn rule number 2 that you do not want to do is you don't want to pitch them or quote unquote add value in your invitation message. You can be really direct and get to the point and all that stuff, not waste people's time, but you need to do it with some finesse. You really have to do it with some finesse. And here's what I mean. I get these messages all the time. I'm sure everybody else that's on this webinar right now does as well. Mitch, we've talked about it, that they say, hey, I see you have a consulting business, and, I help consulting businesses as well, get more clients and grow their business. And recently I got a client, 12 leads in 2 weeks that led to $14,000 in sales. Tell me, when can we have a quick chat about your business and how I might be able to help you too? Here's my calendar link. I'll talk to you soon. Everybody's gotten that message. And here's the problem. Picture value is basically approaching me and saying, hey, Mark, buy my shit. That's it. Introducing yourself, and the first thing you say is buy my shit. That's the wrong approach. You want to take a different approach, not a B2B approach or a B2C approach. You want to take a person-to-person approach, because no matter what, whether you're in B2B or you're in B2C, you're always dealing with people. Every single time you're dealing with people. So approach and treat people like you would want to be treated as a person, like actual interaction happens offline. Your first introduction shouldn't be buy my shit. It should be, hey, it looks like you do some impressive work. As an entrepreneur, I'm always looking to grow my network, and I just thought it made sense for us to connect if you're open to it. Shrug your shoulders, no big deal. Just want to get to know you a little bit. You see how that works? You're putting your value out there, but you're not doing it in a pushy or salesy way. It's this normal human way of interacting with people, and that gets unbelievable responses every single time. Every single time. Mitch, I think you've talked a lot about your reactions and seeing the difference when you talking to people and seeing what they've done when they message you as well.
Yeah, when you just go at it and just like shrug your shoulders, like, oh, if you're looking to connect, let's do it, John. Like, nah, if you don't, it's fine with me. Because you're going to be connecting with so many people, and what we're going to show you in a second, we're really going to dive deep into the systems and really how to start converting these clients into appointments and clients. But you really have to start off with the messaging and positioning part first. That comes one from the main pillar, which is your profile, and then all the way from the first introduction, how you pre-frame yourself and how you're not like everyone else and not quote unquote like one of those other guys. That's how you're going to really see and climb to the top of your class when it comes to LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. And it's the internet. I don't know why, but the internet has made people a little crazy. We forget that we're still dealing with people just because there's a screen in front of our faces. The screen doesn't make a difference. You're still dealing with people the same way you always should. So be authentic, treat them as people, and you're going to book as many sales appointments as you want, really on demand. There's no limit to it. Okay, does everybody get that? Can everybody give me? I want to make sure everybody's still with me. Can you give me? Can you give me one in the chat? Give me one in the chat if you're still with me. Yep. Seeing some ones here. Seeing ones here. Okay, cool. That makes me feel good. I'm glad you're getting it. So all of this stuff is so important to keep in mind. You have to know how to connect with people in the right way so that they don't ignore you. And I can't say that enough. And Mitch actually has a lot to share in addition to that when it comes to this messaging stuff and how to do it in a casual way.
Yeah, and this is one of the screenshots I took from our group here. And this is one person that posted like he helped me really just how to connect with them and how to move the conversation forward, all in a very casual, non-salesy way. Now, I have all the tools to consistently attract our ideal clients and customers in the most efficient way. I spend way less time and my results are far better just by changing their message and how they connect with people online. And look, this is one that Mark did, and just by just showing what he's showing you here, he's getting a 36% acceptance rate, and he has few connections that are interested in what he offers, and soon will be able to become clients. And then once you have those two things in alignment, once you have the knowledge-based target, once you know at a deep level what your ideal clients want, who you're targeting, and the messaging positioning of who you're actually going and dealing with and what they want, what their pain, their pleasure is, and how you can merge it and really just craft a message that really resonates with them, that's when you'll be positioned as an expert authority. You need to be viciously clear on who you're targeting, go several layers deeper, and then craft a message that's also positioning you as an expert, showing how you can help solve that pain or problem and get them to the desired result. Now, before we dive into like the systems and conversions, I just want to kind of do a quick recap of today's session so far. And I just want you guys, like, there's a huge opportunity. Right now is the perfect time for you guys to start your business. And I'm going to show you why LinkedIn is the best. You already know why LinkedIn is the best. And it's the most cost-efficient way to acquire clients. It doesn't require you to go and spend money on advertising. You can literally just go, you just have to have a LinkedIn account, and you can start generating clients. And you'll find them a machine, an ability to get clients on demand, and which is one of the most valuable assets you can ever have as a business owner because you will never go hungry. And then we shared the misconception of entrepreneurship and why you can start your very own profitable business and you don't have to get an MBA, and go to years of college and really just waste a lot of your life in a 9-to-5 dead-end job, right? And then we talked about recreating yourself, forming a new identity, and that stuff is really, really important. I hope you took a lot away from that because mixed with the shit that I'm going to show you in a second here, that nothing will happen for you. I had this LinkedIn system dialed in, but until I made the commitment and until I was really committed to my goals, my dreams, and everything like that, I didn't get anything. I didn't even close clients, even though I had this system. And then I'm going to show you how to craft, or you already saw you how to, Mark just showed you how to really pick a highly profitable sub-niche and quickly become the #1 expert authority. And also how to communicate your value and get quality response without just being sleazy, salesy, and like all those other guys out there on LinkedIn. And now that you know who you're targeting, how to message your prospects, and are positioned as the #1 expert in your niche, I want to show you how to set up this organic LinkedIn marketing machine and get your first few high-value clients. And what I'm going to share with you is the exact same strategy that Mark and I use, as well as our clients, to pick up 5, 10, 15 high-value clients per month without spending a single dime on paid advertising, sending out cold emails, or even building out complex sales funnels. And this is what I call the faucet effect. This is the ability to turn an organic marketing machine on and off and get a steady flow of new qualified leads on command. And this is our process from start to finish. So 1, you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. 2, you have auto connection software. 3, you have a drip campaign. 4, you have a 15-minute discovery call. 5, you have a pre-selling mechanism. And then 6, you have the strategy call, which is a sales conversation. And look, the LinkedIn Sales Navigator is one of the best tools. This is what we use to really get in front and target our ideal clients, not in the regular LinkedIn search. And that's why targeting was, and knowledge-based targeting was a main pillar, because once you know that, LinkedIn Sales Navigator will be a lot easier for you. And there's never been an easier time to target the perfect client online for virtually free, no cost. And step 1, advanced LinkedIn search. So once you go into your LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you're going to go search by keywords. So lawyer, CEO, business owner, and that's why going several layers deep is really going to help you out. And by using titles, so business owner, whatever they call themselves, CEO, you can start to target by their title, what their geography is, and really just get an understanding of who they are and target them in a really deep level. And this is our process. So we're going to be loading and around 1,000 prospects into our system here. And now I'm going to talk about the auto connection software. So once we have our prospects and we loaded them into our system, we have an auto connection software that we use to automate the manual processes of connecting one by one with LinkedIn prospects. And we can connect with thousands of prospective clients virtually for free, save us loads of time, and do it with no tech skills. Just load them up and press go. And that's step 2, load the searches into the software. And you just boom, import them in there, import the URL from Sales Navigator, and boom, press add a task and automate. And from there, we typically find a 30% conversion rate or a acceptance rate with those 1,000 invitations. And this is over a week's period of time. So in a week, we're going to send out 1,000 invitations, and we should get 300 new connections every single week. And this is the drip campaign. So most of the results you experience will be from the work we do off of LinkedIn. This is why targeting, messaging, and positioning is so important. And you really have to do this off of LinkedIn before we ever take it on LinkedIn. And it's a series of 3 messages on LinkedIn and 4 emails that are dripped out based on the actions they take or do not take. So, for example, if they didn't respond to our welcome message, we'd send a 7-day follow-up message. And that gets automatically sent out. And all you have to do is load your messages. So we craft them, and then we just load the messages and emails into our drip campaign. Boom, press go. And it's going to follow up and automate this whole process. And we have this thing where it's all interconnected, and it talks to LinkedIn, it talks to our auto connection software and our drip campaign, and everything is intertwined and getting the best possible results. You can see here, I have an automated follow-up just going out every single day, and people are asking me to get on a phone call, giving me their calendar link and asking me to hop on a phone call. It's no longer you have to kind of be, hound people, cold call them, send cold emails like, we need to get on a phone call, being that beggar. Now people will come to you because you are the expert. You're the expert authority in your niche. And it's automated warm email follow-up. So once you have this whole thing firing, you're going to have a follow-up system, because it's not enough just to, message people on LinkedIn. You have to follow up on multiple different platforms. So we also send them through a warm email campaign. You can see here, once my campaigns go out, I literally have my inbox flooded with people asking me to get on appointments. And this is our process. So once we go from the drip campaign, we typically get around a 10% reply rate. So out of those 30 replies, we typically get around 50. So we convert those replies, around half of them, 50 to 75%, into discovery calls. And this is a 15-minute discovery call. So every single day, prospects in our chosen niche market schedule appointments with us. You're able to qualify them, and you're offering them to get on a 15-minute chat. And it's a low commitment. You're not getting them on an hour-long phone call or meeting them for coffee. You're just getting them on a 15-minute call. That's all you're doing. And the step 4 is to lock in the discovery call and set the strategy session. So this is how you do it. You message them. They would say, I'd be interested in having a conversation. Sounds good. Let's hop on a quick 15-minute chat this Wednesday, 3 p.m., where I'll explain how that works and everything. Awesome. Lock it in. Here's my number. And what you want to do is you want to conduct the strategy session. So we have a script that we use, which we take them through step by step. At the end, we qualify them. If they're a good fit, then we'd offer them to get on the strategy session. And that's our process. So if they're a good fit, and if you do the targeting and everything right, then we typically get around 90% turn into strategy sessions. And I think, Mark, you said that you had like a few discovery calls today or yesterday that turned into strategy sessions.
Yeah, just today, just today. So actually, it was with a brand new niche that I was testing. You know, I'm really big on testing and seeing how different audiences respond to things. And a brand new audience ended up generating 2 strategy sessions just this afternoon. So that happens. That's not uncommon.
Exactly. And so after that, we take them through a pre-selling mechanism, because it's not enough just to, get on a 50-minute call, qualify them, because maybe people may not understand exactly what you offer or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is, this is where you offer to give your prospect more information. So when you're getting on the 50-minute call, you're gonna offer to give them more information, because you'll probably get hit with this objection, or just send me some information and we'll schedule a call, because we all know that doesn't happen. So you wanna bring it up, you wanna hit the objection before that even comes up. You wanna offer to give them some more information on the discovery call, which is carefully designed to pre-sell them. This thing is designed to pre-sell them, and it really just bridges them from a discovery call to a strategy session and gets them hungry for your offer. And this can be in the form of a video sales letter, written sales letter, maybe a webinar, and you're basically just pre-selling them, going through a piece of additional sales content before they hop on the strategy call. So this is like a sales call in and of itself. You're hitting all their objections, and you're really getting them to pre-sell themselves on your offer, how you can help them solve their problem or get to the desired situation. And this is what it looks like. So you just send them a link. So you create a private link that no one can view, and everyone that books a call with you, you'd send them to this pre-selling mechanism, and it'd be like a sales letter or a video sales letter that's going to pre-sell them on your offer. And then we have the strategy call. So we take them through our phone call. So once we pre-sell them and everything like that, we take them through our phone call or a Skype or Zoom call. And we diagnose the problem, we qualify them, and then we make them an offer to work with us and become a client. And if you've done it right up to this point, you should have positioned yourself as an expert, pre-sold them, and then the prospect should be selling you on why you should work with them. That's it. It's not you, kind of begging, and being in that scarcity mode. It's your prospect is going to be selling you on why you should take them on, if you've done it right. And if you go through that pre-selling mechanism, even if you just implement that, that will change the game for you. And we typically convert around 25%, so 1 out of 4 strategy calls, into paying clients. And then what we do is we take them through the strategy call process. So it's basically a script that we take them through, and we close the deal. So we have, I think, an 18-page script that we take them through, and we close them as a paying client. And it's just a simple 45-minute phone conversation, or it's what this new age of sales conversions. This is the art of converting your ideal prospects into paying clients with a virtual face-to-face 45-minute call. So if they want a 45-minute call and they want to see your face and you're in a different state or whatever, this is what we do. We take them through a Skype call, which you're basically diagnosing them, and you have the script behind you on your laptop or whatever, and you're taking them through the same process, and at the end, they should become a client. And this is our whole process from start to finish. So you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. We typically send out 1,000 invitations a week, get a 30% conversion rate, which is 300 new connections. Then we have the drip campaign, and we convert 10% of those into replies. And then out of that, we typically get 15 to 20 discovery calls, and we convert 90% because we're disqualifying them. So we typically, if you do the targeting rate, they should all be good prospects, but maybe the odd few slip through the cracks. And you really convert 90% into strategy calls. And then from there, you send them the pre-selling mechanism. And then from there, you should get 10 to 20 strategy sessions and convert the strategy sessions at around 25%. So each week, you should be getting at least 2 to 5 new clients if you do this properly. And once you have everything in alignment, you have the knowledge-based targeting, you have messaging positioning, and you have the systems and conversions, you will become an expert authority, you'll have predictable leads and appointments generating, and you will have effortless enrollment because you'll have pre-sold your prospect. You don't have to wait, get on your knees and hope and pray that this prospect's going to close. You already know before they get on the phone call with you that they're already pre-sold. If they get on the phone call and they haven't watched the video, cancel the call, reschedule it. And look, let's talk about offering LinkedIn as a service, because I know this was a big one and nobody's doing it, and it's how I close $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 deals, and people pay me really good money for this. And I want to show you how to offer it as a service and the math to 100K with your own business. And look, this is the secret to pricing LinkedIn as a service. So you should charge your prospect based on a quantifiable value and how much it's costing them not having your service. And forget how much time it takes you, because this system will be fully automated for you. So it's not going to take you much time, but it's the value that you bring this prospect of him and not having this with him. not having this system to acquire clients, right? And nobody cares how much it costs. All they care about is solving the problem or getting to their desired result. And you don't believe me? Let's take a drill for an example. Why do people buy a drill? Do they buy it just because it looks cool on the shelf? No, they buy it because of what it can do. It can drill a hole in the wall, and they don't care about anything but what it can do. If they need a hole, they are going to buy a drill for that reason. They don't care. All they care of what it does. So they don't care about your service. They just care if it can provide results and can it really just help them solve their problem. And when you choose your niche and a problem and a desired result properly, you can easily charge anywhere from $2,000 to $50,000 plus per month per client. And let's just do the math. So let's say you price your service just at the low end at $2,000 per month. And if all you got was one new client per week, like what would that do for you? What would that do for you in your life? Well, when you execute this correctly, you'll have 5, 10, 20, even 30 new clients reaching out to you every single week asking for your help. And you can pick and choose who you want to work with. I mean, just imagine for yourself, having a free organic marketing system where you, every single day, clients are reaching out to you and you just book appointments and close deals. You're growing your business at scale with consistency at no ad cost whatsoever. Very high profit margins and very low cost. And let's talk about the math to add an extra 100K to your income right now. Well, when you execute this correctly, you should get at least 1 to 4 new clients every single week. Not month, every single week. And at $2,000 a month, that's around $2,000 to $8,000 in new recurring revenue each week. And over the course of 1 month, that's potentially over $10,000 of new recurring revenue. And over the course of 1 year, that's over $120,000 just from 1 to 4 new prospects per week. And guys, this is totally realistic. This is how I went from that jump of $1,500 a month to over $10,500 a month because all I needed was 2 clients at $5,000 per month. And that's what I did. Both 2 clients at $5,000 each, and I was making over 10 grand. And when you run an organic marketing machine the right way, how we show you, it is effortless to attract at least 1 to 4 new clients every single week and produce an extra 6 figures to your business and income. So, like, how well does this system work? Well, I want to show you behind the scenes of what this new age client attraction conversion machine looks like. This is 26 appointments booked inside of my calendar every single week. And you see there are a mix of strategy sessions, Zoom calls, just 15-minute discovery calls, and just consistently booked into my calendar every single week. And this is what an average week looks for me. If I have less than 20 calls, that's my minimum standard. And I'll do whatever it takes to go over that 20 client mark because I know I'll get at least 2 to 4 new clients and make my goals and dreams achievable. And every single week, I have 15 to 30 prospects reach out to me. I cherry pick the cream of the crop, so the best ones, and I turn 5 into clients without spending any money on paid advertising. Not a single week goes by where I do not get a new client. And look, when you have all these things in alignment, when you have knowledge-based targeting, when you have messaging positioning, when you have systems and conversions, you will have that LinkedIn executive advantage. You will have this whole process where you're able to target ideal clients on a really deep level, really get inside of their brains. You're able to really just message them and position yourself as that expert and become that expert authority. And if you have messaging and positioning and system conversions, you will have predictable leads. Your message will be going out every single day and prospects will be responding to them and you'll be setting qualified appointments. And if you have knowledge-based targeting and systems and conversions, you will have that effortless enrollment because you'll be pre-selling them and you'll be pre-framing the conversation. You'll have that process, that predictable process to take them through step by step by step. And if you do this, it's what we call the LinkedIn executive advantage. Now, you can go and you can go out alone, spend thousands of hours and trying to figure this out on your own, testing, running in circles and wasting, 3 to 10 years of your life like me and Mark did. Or you can follow a proven free organic client generating system from not only 1, but 2 client acquisition specialists who have truly achieved mastery on LinkedIn, who are arguably the best in the world at it. Me and Mark literally dominate LinkedIn, and we can go into any niche regardless and drum up appointments and close new clients whenever we please. And that skill set That skill set right there, no one else has, and businesses will pay big, big, big money for that. If you can help someone get clients and really scale their businesses without spending money in advertising, like everyone's doing right now with Facebook ads, which the ad costs are going up, this is what businesses want. This is what businesses need, and this is what you need to grow your business and really scale things up and have that predictable, repeatable system to get clients. And now, me and Mark, what we're doing is we're going to do a live 7-week LinkedIn Executive Advantage mentorship program. This is what it is. And if you're wondering what it is, we're going to dive deep in here. So this is what the Executive Advantage live mentorship program is. It's a 7-week live mentorship program that helps you start and grow your very own wildly profitable business and get your first high-value client from LinkedIn in 21 days or less without paid ads. We'll show you the exact system step by step. It's designed to change you, your mindset, your life, your business, and your finances. And it's a perfectly engineered transformational program. And here's what makes it different. It's a proven system. We turned the unknown of client acquisition and turned it into a precise, well-oiled, cost-efficient machine. We're certain it will help you make a lot of money, get a lot of clients, and really just scale things up. And look, we're going to help you show you how to really build in an unshakable mindset, where we engineer a new identity and rewire your subconscious brain to achieve our goals effortlessly and with ease. And most people go their whole life without ever achieving their dreams. And we turned it into an absolute science. And look, we also have a community of winners. And we form an army of winners using Napoleon Hill's law of success, the mastermind principle. We put you in a winning environment and with people to help you and help you succeed and really just feel yourself and propel you into action and get you results and really just feed off others' success. And look, we also have live mentorship. This is a live on-demand mentorship from not only one, but 2 expert mentors who have truly mastered their craft as a private client. You also get 24/7, 365 access to our top tier coaches. We'll actually walk you through our whole process on how to really have this whole process to really just get clients, make money, and really scale a 6-figure, even 7-figure business just through LinkedIn completely organically. Now let's dive into each one. So let's talk about the proven system. So Mark and I have spent 3+ years figuring out what works when it comes to starting a business from scratch and getting clients organically through LinkedIn. And to acquire this knowledge and get the system to the point where we're at right now, we have collectively spent over $86,700 and thousands of hours of our time really perfecting, honing, and finding this system to get it to where it's at right now. And this has been battle tested in dozens of niches. Mark tests different niches every single week, and with dozens of clients, and it's what we actively use to get our own clients. I've just been relentlessly focused on the financial advisors and financial planners, really just refining the system for the past 3 years now. And this is how I get clients. I'm not just selling, at this program or whatever. I also have my own business where I help, other people like financial advisors, get high net worth clients using the same system. And in a very real sense, this is the culmination of Mark and I's blood, sweat, and tears. We literally spent the past 3 years grinding in one spot, really just honing and refining the system. And it really just took us a lot of effort to even get it to this point. And we did it kind of on our own path. Like I only met Mark a few months ago, and we were just doing our own thing, head down, nose to the grindstone, really grinding. And we really didn't have this process. Like we had to make it up ourselves, trial and error. You could see not many people have cracked the code on LinkedIn, let alone know how to use it as much as we do. Because for the past 24 months, I've been just head down working on this system. And here's what we covered. So in week 1, we're going to show you how to dominate your niche on LinkedIn with an automated organic marketing machine. We're going to show you how to automate the entire process. Week 2, the advanced LinkedIn messaging system to turn cold leads into booked sales appointments. Week 3, we're going to show you the 2-call closing process to turn discovery calls and strategy sessions into high-paying clients. We're going to show you all the scripts and everything like that. And then week 4, the LinkedIn secrets we both have used to close over $20,000 plus in clients and retainers. In week 5, we're going to show you how to inject a bulletproof follow-up system to turn dead leads into hungry clients for your offering. Week 6, how to build a 6-figure business by offering LinkedIn as a service and command $2,000 to $5,000 plus per month per client. In week 7, we're going to show you some ninja shit. So how to unleash an omnipresent marketing firestorm and really just scale up to the 7-figure mark. Now let's dive into the specifics and dive into each one. So week 1, we show you how to dominate your niche on LinkedIn with an automated organic marketing machine. This is the full LinkedIn Executive Advantage System in-depth overview. We don't hold anything back. We show you exactly the process and how we get clients. And then we're going to show you how to architect your LinkedIn profile to magnetically attract your ideal clients. Where to put your post, your call to action, everything that you need, and really give you templates so you can go and plug and play and really just have this so you can position as that expert. And the knowledge-based targeting strategy. So we're going to show you how to deep dive into your niche's head and find the most painful problems and their deepest desires. I'm going to show you how to craft a nerve-striking message that really just positions you as an expert and elicits an action from your prospect. Get them to book a phone call with you. I'm going to show you how to build your story brand to get your prospect to connect with you on a deeper level. More than just helping them solve their pain or problem. It's deeper than that, and you have to connect with them on that deeper level. And that's what we show you here. And then we show you how to structure your days, your weeks, your months, and we just reverse engineer your success. So success is basically just by chunking down everything that you need to do to achieve your goals. And most people spend 10 to 20 years in business and still can't figure this out. We get this dialed in the first 7 days. Let me show you the advanced LinkedIn messaging system to turn cold leads into booked sales appointments. We're going to show you the philosophy of LinkedIn direct outreach. We're going to show you how to the messaging system that gets high quality responses, how to form the perfect value statement so prospects see and feel, get them to feel your value, how to turn connections and responses into qualified sales appointments, how to craft a highly persuasive yet conversational message in a non-salesy way that elicits a strong response. And the one thing that makes or breaks your LinkedIn success, and we're really going to dive deep into really just how to craft that one line and make it so potent that when they see that, it really just makes their arms and their hair stand up on their arm and really just their shivers down their back. And look, we're going to show you how to completely automate your entire prospecting efforts and scale organically. This is a completely automated system. And right here, we're going to show you how to automate that whole process, the systems that we use, the auto connection softwares, and everything like that, and really just put it into a well-defined oiled machine. And look, knowing how to communicate value and turn it into a sales appointment is one of the most lethal skills you can have in business. And we get that dialed in and start generating points in the first 14 days. And then look, we're going to show you the 2-call closing system to turn discovery calls and strategy sessions into high-paying clients. So we're going to show you the 2-call closing system components, how to conduct them. We're going to show you how to set the discovery call and pique your prospect's curiosity so they want to hop on the phone with you. We're going to show you how to conduct the 15-minute chat and lock in the qualified strategy session calls. We're going to show you how to conduct the actual strategy session with finesse and have your prospects sell you. So these are some of the things that me and Mark literally transcribed our sales calls. We studied them. We practiced. We literally role played. We did this, and we took over 500 sales calls. Close to 1,000 probably. I have 3 notebooks full of notes of sales calls. I'll show you how to handle objections, how to collect payments and credit cards over the phone. We're going to show you the scripts, call recordings of Mark and I's discovery calls and strategy sessions. So I'm going to give you actual call recordings and scripts that we use to close clients. So I'm going to show you both of them. And I'm going to give you as many call recordings and discovery calls as you need so you can dive into those and you can really study and see how we do this and see how people do it with finesse. And then we're also going to give you the ability to partner up with other members of the mastermind and role play. So you can role play with other members and you can really just have that support group and really just start closing people and getting clients really quickly. And knowing how to sell, close deals, and get clients is the lifeblood of your business. If you don't know how to close, if you don't know how to sell, especially in this new digital age, then you will not see success. You'll be spinning your tires and maybe you'll get some appointments, but you won't close them. And that's what I struggled with in my first 2 years in business until I really just spent thousands of dollars in sales training and really just honing and refining this process to the point where it's at now. And we get you on the top of the pack, the top of the top. I'll give you the cream of the crop, the best sales training you can ever even fathom. I've done them all. I spent thousands and thousands of sales calls, and I spent thousands of hours on different sales training, and we show you the best material to help you close deals. And then we're going to show you the LinkedIn secrets that we've both used to close over $20,000 plus clients and retainers. And we're going to show you how to uncover your niche's most painful problems and deepest desires. We're really going to dive deeper than this week because to really get them to really understand and really see what makes them tick and really gets them to take action, you have to understand the problems at a deeper level and deep desires. And I show you, as I mentioned, my client avatar is over 20 pages long. And we're going to show you this storytelling framework. This is an in-depth guide. This is a workbook that you can go through that that Mark, he put together, and that really he refined and honed for the past couple of years now. I'll show you how to break through the noise, capture attention, and get noticed. We're going to show you how to get noticed from your prospects and also how to get them onto the phone with you. How to quickly position yourself as that expert authority for niche domination. We're going to show you different strategies and tactics we used just to position ourselves and really just how we're perceived in the marketplace, really just so they can see that you're the expert to help them solve their problem. And then we're going to show you how to set up a bulletproof pre-selling mechanism. So I'm going to show you and uncover the 17-step VSL framework that I use in my business. So really the VSL framework that I've used and I've sent thousands of prospects through and that have generated me tons of sales and a lot of revenue for my business just through this process that we're going to take through. And we're going to show them how to leverage your pre-selling mechanism and get your prospect hungry for your offer and solution. And then I'm going to show you the demo close. I guarantee you no one is doing this, especially on LinkedIn or even Facebook ads or whatever they do, the demo close. This is how I've closed $5,000 a month clients and locked them in for 3, 6, even 12-month contracts. You know how big $20,000, $50,000 contracts are through this process. We're going to show you how to command these higher value contracts and retainers. And even if you have an existing business, we're going to show you how to close them, whether you're doing Facebook ads as a service, whether you're using LinkedIn as a service. I'm going to show you how to command those higher contracts and retainers. And look, most people spend 6 months to a year trying to get their first client, let alone command premium prices that you can and just have the confidence to charge $5, $10, $15, $20,000. We get you that, and we help you get yours fast and charge a lot more in only the first 30 days. I'm going to show you how to inject a bulletproof follow-up system to turn dead leads into hungry prospects. So this is the executive drip. This is the follow-up campaign that we use. So it's multiple steps, and I'm going to walk you through it. So we show you how to follow up with your prospects on multiple platforms and increase conversions. It's not just about sending the message on LinkedIn or posting on LinkedIn or any of that. It's about following up on multiple different platforms to get them to see you, stay top of mind, and also put your message back in front of them and convert them into a prospect. And look, I'm going to show you how to craft a high converting warm email. So I'm going to show you the framework that I use to craft these emails and to get them to respond and continue the conversation off LinkedIn and convert into a booked sales appointment. And then I'm going to show you how to set up the drip. I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions, the days and the times of the week that you need to send them, the whole process, how many emails you need to be sending them, and everything like that. And then we're going to show you how to automate it. So we're going to show you how to automate your entire follow-up process. And this is how you can get some strategy sessions from LinkedIn. Yeah, that's great and all. But I'm going to show you to get 2 to 5 times the strategy sessions generated just from this process alone. Because some people won't message you back on LinkedIn, and we got to hit them on multiple platforms. I'm going to show you how to stay top of mind with the 4-step omni-channel process. And look, most people never follow up with prospects, let alone have an automated drip to keep in touch and increase conversions. We show you how our entire prospecting efforts and really just automate it, really just show you how to take it to the moon and back in just 5 weeks. And then we're going to show you how to build a 6-figure business by offering LinkedIn as a service and command $2,000, $5,000, even $10,000 per client per month. I'm going to show you how to legally register your business. So I'm going to show you how to form it and how to form the legitimate company. I'm going to show you how to set up a truly world-class website to position yourself as a higher authority. I'm going to show you how to set up a payment processor and collect payments and retainers. I'm going to show you how to manage the client relationship and provide them with some amazing results, better than they can get with paid advertising. I'm going to show you how to contracts, agreements, deal structures, everything you need to go close clients, sign them up for months and months, and really just have this consistent 6-figure income. Then I'm going to show you how to hire the top-notch contractors and build a virtual team. Really just help you run your entire business, because most entrepreneurs, they think they need to do everything themselves. They think they need to do everything themselves and really just have this whole business and send messages, manage the client relationship, do this, do that, and that's not further from the truth. You really just have to build a virtual team. It's never been so easy and so much cost efficient to build a virtual team online with all these different websites out there and freelancers and stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to build this team and to really just help you run your entire business so that you're not being bogged down. You can actually live your life. You want to actually be able to go out and do things and just enjoy your life. And that's what we're going to show you here. I'm going to show you how to systematize your entire business operations and make it run like a well-oiled machine. And then in week 7, this is when things really get crazy, because if you guys, if you even knew a piece of what you're going to be learning in this week, you would honestly scream. Because I'm going to show you how to unleash an omnipresent marketing firestorm and scale to 7 figures, just organically. I'm going to show you how to operate. I'm going to show you the operation octopus. This is what I've used to, really touch them on multiple different platforms and really just have this whole process, following up and achieving that true omnipresence in your niche market. I'm going to show you how to create a powerful custom and lookalike audience on Facebook. So if you want to scale, I'm going to show you how to do custom audiences and lookalike audiences on Facebook, taking your prospects from LinkedIn, retargeting them on Facebook, and really scaling things up. I'm going to show you how to infinitely open up your reach and scale beyond organic marketing. I'm going to show you how to launch your omnipresent marketing firestorm, step by step, how to launch them, how to track the conversions, and making sure this thing is profitable. And you're going to see it's around 1/10 of the cost of just cold traffic on Facebook, just by retargeting your LinkedIn prospects. But we'll show you that only once you start getting a ton of prospects into your system and connecting with you. And then I'm going to show you how to cut out the discovery call. So you won't have to do the discovery call anymore, and you can just get on highly qualified inbound applicants, booking strategy sessions in your calendar, right? If people are going to be booking calls into your calendar, and you don't even have to do discovery call anymore. They already know who you are. They're already pre-sold, and you can pre-qualify them. Then I'm going to show you the secret sauce. This is how to scale to 7 figures and beyond. This is really some things that I've never shared with anyone before. I haven't even shared this with Mark yet. These are just some things that I've learned in my business that I've recently just started implementing, and that's how I've gotten like around 30, 40, 50 appointments in my calendar just recently, just by adding this extra little thing into my business that has really helped me scale it up. And this is really truly next level material that I've never shared with anyone before. Not even my superstar mentees, not even Mark, who's going to be doing this program with us, and you get it all in week 7. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to show you everything you need to scale, really just on a really cost efficient way. Because when I first started my business, I couldn't invest in paid advertising and do a cold campaign and stuff like that. So we're going to show you how to get clients for free from LinkedIn, and then we're going to show you to scale things up without building funnels and all of that stuff. And let's just look at that timeline. So first week, we show you how to dominate your niche market on LinkedIn with an organic marketing machine. We show you how to the advanced LinkedIn messaging system to turn cold leads into booked sales appointments. We show you the 2-call closing system to turn discovery calls and strategy sessions into paying clients. And these, we don't hold anything back. We show you the exact scripts you need. We show you Q&A. We show you the call templates and the scripts that you need. And then before, we show you the LinkedIn secrets. So I'm going to show you how to do the demo close, how to command higher prices and charge that $20, $50, even like $60,000 contracts and retainers just from these little things that we've implemented inside of our business. Week 5, injecting a bulletproof follow-up system to turn dead leads into hungry clients. People are hungry to get on the phone with you. Week 6, how to build a 6-figure business by offering LinkedIn as a service and command $2,000 to $5,000 plus per month. And then I'm going to show you the ninja shit. I'm going to go really in depth of how to unleash this omnipresent firestorm and really just scale to that 7 figures. And look, we achieved more in 7 weeks than most achieved in 10 years. I had to learn and pay my way through this. You don't just go and hang out with mentors like Grant Cardone and Naveen Jain, billionaires, just for free. Like, you have to pay to play, and you just cut years off your life by learning these different things and really just battle testing and everything like that. And look, we achieved more than most people do in starting their own business in 10 years. We do that in 7 weeks because everything I've learned from my mentors and just battle testing this stuff and just being in the trenches for the past 3.5 years now. And now let's talk about the format of the program. So this program, it's just really for the best that suits you. So we have live coaching calls. This is not pre-recorded videos, but we also have an online available content that we're going to record all these videos for you in, and that you can access at any time. You can watch these HD recorded webinars. So we're going to be putting these on every single week for you guys. You can watch at any time. And you can also listen to the MP3 and audio recordings. So you can listen to those, and you can really just, listen to them in your car, listen to them at work, at school, wherever you're at. And we'll also give you the transcripts of all the sessions. You can read them if you prefer to read. And now let's talk about another huge component of this program. And it's the community of winners. Look, most people who join programs, they never do or achieve anything. Why do you think this is? Why is this? Why does this happen? You see, most people join a program and attempt to change their life. They want to, they sign up for the program, they're motivated, they're like, yes, I wanna join. Well, guess what? Nothing ever happens. It's because their current environment is not set up to assist and warrant the transformation. Their friends, their family, and their environment and work, they all work against them. Not on purpose sometimes, but they really just work against them. And they speak different languages, they all inhabit different words, and they just don't understand what you're doing. And when you work against your environment, it's like a salmon swimming upstream. Like you'll never truly, and you'll just honestly jump into a bear's mouth or just die from exhausting yourself trying to swim up the river. And it's challenging beyond belief, and you end up giving in because it's just too hard. And look, I experienced this for years. I sat with the pain, and it really just plagued my existence for years on end. Like I was really I didn't have this environment, and I just didn't have this. Anyone know what I was doing? People just thought I was doing something online and thought it was some get rich quick stuff, and it really just caused me a lot of pain. I didn't have anyone who knew or experienced what I was going through until I changed my environment. I changed my entire environment, and I just basically just surrounded myself with more successful people, with success, with winners. And at first, it wasn't physically. So now I changed my environment. I'm in this penthouse, and it inspires me. I have a nice view, and I'm able to network with billionaires and millionaires like Grant Cardone. But really, at first, it was just mentally and virtually. So through my mindset and just through who I saw I was and who I thought I was going to become, and virtually. So online, I would surround myself with successful people online that were winning, that were posting every day, saying they're getting clients, making money. And you need to be part of a winning community that is on the same wavelength as you. They need to speak your language, align with your life's mission and purposes, and build you up, not break you down. And Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich and the Law of Success, calls this the mastermind principle. And this consists of an alliance of two or more minds, all working in perfect harmony for the attainment of a common definite objective. And this is a community of winners. This is people, it's a mastermind that you can really talk to and that you can feed off of. Now let's talk about the final one that's absolutely necessary for changing your life. If you don't have this, then your life won't change. And this is live expert mentorship. So this mentorship, not from only one person, but from two expert mentors who have truly mastered their craft. We have truly mastered this LinkedIn process. And as a private client, you get 24/7, 365 access to us, private access, personal access to us, and our top tier coaches. And it's a perfectly engineered transformational program. You have a proven system. You have an unshakable mindset. You have a community of winners, and you have expert mentorship that you get access to. And look, this is not your typical program or online course. Most are courses that just whack together in a week or two and consist of some cheap videos that talk about the latest fad or regurgitated bullshit that they saw on YouTube or from other gurus. And there's a bunch of videos slapped in an online portal, and that's it. There's here, buy the program, log in, and that's it. This is an entirely different animal. This is what I wish I had when I first got started. This is live mentorship, one-on-one mentorship. It's a byproduct of over 3+ years of work, trial and error, battle testing on the front lines, on real prospects to develop absolute mastery. This isn't like I just, watched this on YouTube. I was in the front lines. I have notebooks of thousands and hundreds of sales calls that I've done with real prospects, diagnosing the situation, refining my follow-up process, refining my sales conversion process, and just refining this LinkedIn process to get maximum results. I can put my message in front of any financial advisor, and they will resonate with my message, and I'll book an appointment with them. Obviously, the conversion rates are still the same because everyone's not in the market all the time, but my message will resonate, and the conversion rates that I showed you earlier, that's what you can achieve or even higher. And look, we've had dozens of iterations of this process. We spent tens of thousands of expenses and investments, and it's like nothing exists out there today. I don't know any other person that has an organic marketing machine that's fully automated, that pumps out appointments day in and day out like clockwork. And this is not a course. I want to stress this. This is not a course. If you're looking for a course, get off the webinar right now. This is not a course. If you're interested in a course, get off the webinar. This is a perfectly engineered transformational journey designed to guide you through the most profound period of your life. And this is like nothing you've ever experienced. This is to help you beyond and step beyond yourself, your habits, your limiting beliefs to achieve something big, bigger than yourself. And let's put this in perspective and do the math. To try and figure all this information out, to get your business set up the right way and set up or with an organic ad-free marketing machine, it could take you 3 to 10 years plus. And even then, you still might not even figure it out. And you have to try, thousands of message iterations to find what works and ideas on your own, with no idea what actually works and what's been tested. And you'd have to learn all that from expensive and time-consuming trial and error like Mark and I did. I literally put my nose to the grindstone. Like I showed you, I was in my basement grinding for over 24 months just on LinkedIn alone, 18 hours a day, sending messages manually. I wasn't even have an automated system like you guys will have. I was doing this manually, following up, and I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know sales. I had to learn this from scratch. And to get your mindset right and change your identity, this may honestly take you decades and cause terrible amounts of, anguish, pain, suffering like I went through. And your life, it may pass without you ever getting it done. You may never, master your mindset and really achieve your dreams. And to build a support community like this one would honestly take you years. Really just forming, successful people in one place, all building each other up, having a community, a support team of winners that are on the same path as you, that are closing clients, making money, growing their business, living their life, not listening to anyone, being their own boss. That would take you years to really just get in alignment with all these people. And I want you to think about the true cost it would take you to achieve this. It's tens of thousands of dollars and years off your life. And of course, the risk of you never even figuring it out. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I saying this? Because people need to truly wake up and get real with their life. Most people put things off, for tomorrow or another day, and they think they can just go at it alone, when the truth is, none of that works. You're just running away from the pain, and your situation will just get worse. If you want to start a business and change your life, you need to follow a proven path from people who are not only have done it, but are actively doing it right now. Me and Mark use this every single day to get clients. And you need to have a winning environment that supports your growth and fuels your drive and motivates you to get out of bed. If you don't have that winning environment that supports you and people are just putting you down, how's that business going, John? That's how people used to call me the basement dweller, because I was just in my basement grinding my teeth. So let's summarize everything you get with this program. So, like I said, this is the LinkedIn Executive Advantage live mentorship program. And this is 7 weeks of live mentorship. We're going to go for 2 to 4 hours, even more if you guys need our help. We're going to go into extreme depth, and we're going to be in our mastermind answering all your questions. You got the 7-figure mindset rituals and habits to create a profound self-change in your life. You get access to the mastermind community of winners. You get mentorship group with access and content portal with 24/7 support. And really, me and Mark, we charge $6,000 for this. Any other day you come to us, we're going to charge $6,000. This is really what this program is worth, and this is what we typically charge. And look, we're also going to give you an exclusive bonus for everyone on this webinar. So you're going to get access to our LinkedIn messaging and objection handle templates. So when prospects say something to you, how to respond to them and actually get them to hop on a phone call with you. And that's easily over $5,000 value. I've sent these messages, got appointments, and actually closed clients just from these objection handlers and these messaging templates. Then we're also going to do live Q&A calls every single week, even after the 7 weeks are done, to provide you with support. And we each privately charge $2,000 to $5,000 plus per month for coaching. And that's easily over a $30,000 value right there for Mark and I time to help you achieve this. And we're also going to give you the exclusive access to the storytelling framework. So this is easily over $25,000. You can see here, this is a testimony Mark got, where he's like, I get a lot of these messages and just usually ignore them and respond with no or even little kickback to them and show no consideration to their message. But for you, it's different. I like the way you wrote and your offer is interesting. These are the kind of messages that you can get. And look, I want you to think, like, how much would this be worth to you? You know, if you were to go out alone, you know, it would cost you tens of thousands and take you 3 to 10 years of your life. If you wanted to hire Mark and I ourselves one-on-one, you could do that. But, you know, our hourly rate is around $5,000. And most of the time, Mark and I are so busy with our own calls, we don't ever have time in our calendar. And this program is 7 weeks, and it's 2 to 4 hours per session. That's at $5,000 each per session. That's over $70,000. And this program gives you the same experience as working with not only myself, but Mark as well, to be your personal one-on-one mentor, helping you every day on your journey. What's that worth to you? What's that worth to you to have these mentorship and to really just help you every step along the way to you know, close clients using this LinkedIn system? And look, typically Mark and I program, like I charge $6,000 for my advisors, for my program with my advisors. Mark charges at least $6,000. We have charged clients over $5,000 a month just to mentor them and show them a system. And even then, with our combined knowledge, we're not just getting one, but you're getting Mark as well to join us on this program. And we don't go into even a fraction of the depth in our other programs with this live 7-week LinkedIn Executive Mentorship Program. We go to extreme depth. The stuff you learned today, this is a fraction of what we actually know, and we can't cram it all into today's webinar. And if you want to learn from us, we're going to do this program for you. What price can you put on changing your life? This process that we're going to take you through has changed my life just recently in the last 3 to 9 months. But it took me over 3.5, 4 years to figure this shit out. And this program is honestly a steal for $6,000. We should be charging, we've had people telling us to charge $6,000, even $25,000 for this thing. But look, we're not even going to charge you that much because this is where I'm living. This is my penthouse. And you know what? I really just want to send the elevator back down and really just help as many people. My philosophy and just how I want to live my life, it really just changed over the past couple of years. And I wasn't really getting fulfilled when I was, you know, just trying to make money and grow my business. I really want to create a profound impact in people's lives. And just from the people that we've already helped and already clients that have reached out to me that I've helped, it honestly made a profound impact in their life. And we want to just really, you know, send the elevator back down, really help people more achieve the success that they're looking for. So we're going to do something special for everyone on today's webinar. So we're going to offer you this program at a price that honestly is truly ridiculous. We should be charging, like I said, at least $10,000 to $25,000 or more for this program. So this is what you get the 7 weeks of live mentorship. You get a 7-figure mindset rituals and habits to create profound change in your life. You get access to the mastermind community, mentorship with our Facebook group, our content portal, and Facebook and 24/7 support. You get bonus 1, which is those objection handling templates. 3 is those weekly Q&A calls, which extend past the 7 weeks. And you get the bonus, which is the storytelling framework. That's at minimum what we should be charging $6,000 for this. And look, we're not going to charge you. It's just $1,997, $2,000 like to change your life. And look, we're just going to throw in lifetime access to this program, so you can any iterations. Like me and Mark have committed to mastery. So this is just our first iteration of this program, and we're going to show you step by step how to attract clients. You know, start a 6-figure business, scale things up, and if you already have an existing business, how to really just systematize everything and scale things organically without spending money on paid advertising or any of that. We're giving you true lifetime access to this. So that means any iterations, any improvements that we make to this program, you get access to at no additional cost. And I'm going to tell you, this program, if you come to us any other day, we're charging this is $6,000. And you're going to have to do it through an application process, and we're going to have to take a phone call with us. Because we don't want anyone to just join this program. We want hungry entrepreneurs, ambitious entrepreneurs that want to change their life. And we're going to offer only for $1,997, and that's for today only. And look, we are going to offer 110% satisfaction guarantee. So if you show up to the live classes, you watch the recorded content, you complete the action items and do the work, you should get a high value client at worth at least $2,000 a month within the 7 weeks. And look, the results prove this. However, if you go through the program, you take the action, and you do not get a high value client with at least $2,000, then we will give you a 100% refund, let you keep the program materials, and we'll cut you a personal check for $100 for our way of apologizing for wasting your time.
Mitch, yeah, I'm just sitting here. I can't believe that that's the offer that we're giving them with the guarantee, but I can at the same time, just because obviously of what we've been able to do with it. And I want everybody here to win. I want everybody to be successful. And that's why I got into this whole thing in the first place. And really, it's just the bare minimum that you can charge if you're using LinkedIn to generate business, whether it's for your own business or starting a business to get clients for yourself. It really is ridiculous. I don't want you to limit yourself.
Yeah, and this is it's truly ridiculous. Like me and Mark stand behind this thing, 110%, because we're not afraid to give you this bold guarantee, because this is the things that nobody has. Even if they're showing you Facebook ads, funnels, whatever, and you already have an existing business, you're getting clients. This is an organic marketing system that you can just bolt on. And if you don't have a business, then we're going to show you how to start it from scratch, how we started it, how we offer LinkedIn as a service. And you can go and you can apply now and roll into this program and get in. This is a live mentorship. I want to stress that. It's not a course. We're going to take you through step by step how to close deals. We're even going to do live role plays on the call with me and Mark, show you how to close deals. And we're not afraid to stand behind this program. And look, there's absolutely nothing you can lose from not joining this program. If you go through this entire program, you're going to have this whole system set up in the second week, and should you getting clients and closing deals. That's our goal for you. But if you don't, and you're going through the program and you've done all the materials and you've done the work, and you're not just you're not just giving up, and you're actually taking the action, and we see you showing up to the calls, you see us asking questions in the group, and you're still not closing clients, then we will refund your money, let you keep the program so you can still go get clients, and I'll cut you a personal check for $100. And look, if you want to get into this program and get true lifetime access, because this is the room we're launching this. If you come to us any time, this is going to be $6,000. And look, we're even going to throw you in where you can do 3 payments of $797. So if you don't have the funds right now, you can go and you can do the split pay option. So you can go click the button there on the page, and you can go enroll in the program. And right now we promise, opening up the Q&A. So that's what we want to do. We want to open up to some Q&A here and really get all your questions answered, so that guys can go out and really just take away some things and ask us any questions, and so we can provide you with some additional support here.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Seriously, just for that additional support. We want to make sure we get to everybody's questions, because it's a lot to take in. We want to be respectful of people's time, but at the same time, give you as much personal value as you need. So yeah, that's the way it is. Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, and so let's do some Q&A here. If you guys have any questions, post in the question box. Me and Mark are going to be sticking around here, and so this is what you're going to get from the program. Go honestly lock in your seat. We're only taking on 59 ambitious entrepreneurs, and we've had dozens of people already sign up. We've had my own personal family, friends join this program because they've seen how such a profound impact it had in their life. And so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to post in the questions box there, ask any questions about the program, how it works. If you have any questions about the training that you just went through, any questions about that, we'll get all your questions answered. Awesome. I see some coming in here.
Cool. Yeah. We've got a lot of people coming in. Let's see. Let me scroll back here to the beginning. Yeah. Okay. So the first question that people have, and it's coming up a bunch, is like, can I access this anywhere? Can I access it on my phone, my iPad, my whatever device that you have? And the answer is yes. It is live, but it's accessible anywhere that you are via really any web browser. So that's not something that you need to worry about. We want it to be as convenient for people as possible. Let's see. Okay, so all right. So I'm getting a couple questions here about can this do anything for me if I don't have a business? Yeah, that's something that we were trying to stress, is that it can go both ways. You can have your own business, or you can be starting one, because that's how big of an opportunity LinkedIn is right now. You can go to any business you want in any niche that you want. That is, especially ones that are working business to business with executives, any professional. you can go out and you can start to get leads for your own business and build that and scale that to whatever you would like it to be. But the flip side of that is if you have a business for yourself, then of course you can bring in those leads and you can start doing it, completely organically, like we said.
So we have a question here. I don't have the funds. Can I enroll later in life? You don't have the funds. You can't afford it. I mean, if you can't afford it, that's evidence that you really do need this program, as it will help you not only save money in time, but it'll help you make money. This program is designed to help you make money. And look, people who think that they can't afford something, they just shouldn't do it. Truth is that if you can't afford this program, then you really need it more than anyone else, because this program shows you how to make money and get clients. And look, if you just need to get creative on how you can find the money. There's that 3 easy pay option. There's credit cards, there's loans, there's parents, friends, family. You need to even sell something and really just get it back later with the money that you're going to be getting from closing clients in this program. And look, I don't want you to use that as an excuse. And I really just want you to get creative, start thinking of ways that you can make money here. And with that payment plan that we offer, you can get started today for just $797, $800, and that's all the money you need to get it started right now. So I wouldn't get up on this. Really, this is limited. Once 15 spots open up, we already had around 10 people join already. So if you guys want to get in this, it's really now or never. We are increasing the price, and we're not just making that some scarcity. We actually are charging $6,000 for this program. This is just us launching it and making it available to you guys, because I know how it was when I first got started in my business, and where I didn't have anything. I bought these programs, but I didn't have anything like this that was free, organic, that step by step. That's really mentorship where I can ask my questions, because I had so many questions when I was first starting out, and I had no one to ask them. And we're gonna ask all your questions, answer all your questions like we're doing here, and we can just get you, going out, getting clients, coming back, getting feedback, iterating, and really just scaling things up.
And Mitch, there's a lot of questions coming in here, but this one stuck out. People are asking, is it real that I don't have to spend any money on advertising, because that's kind of been the way, what people have always talked about, and it just seems a little unrealistic. You have any thoughts on that? Mitch, should we still have you here? I can take this one. I can take this one. So yeah, I get this all the time too, in Facebook Messenger and other places. I get emails a bunch, and people are saying like that can't be true, that you're growing without spending any money on advertising, and it really is, because here's why. All you have to do is get in front of the right people who have the problem that you solve, the people that you help, and put your value in front of them in a way that's going to start a conversation. That's really what it comes down to. And to do that, you don't need paid ads. That's not something that's necessary. It's really just the digital version of networking at a networking event at the end of the day. Starting the conversation, learning about each other, showing your value, and just doing it in a way that's going to make somebody listen to what you have to say. And that's what I tell people, is every single lead that I've ever generated for myself on LinkedIn and off of LinkedIn on other platforms like Facebook and such has always been just by starting that conversation and getting them to pay attention. That's it. That's really it. So the answer is yes. It's a big yes. That you don't need paid ads to grow, and you can really grow it as big as you want. Like, ads have their place. They really do. You can take it to another planet when you start injecting ads into something that's working for you. But in the beginning, especially, and even to grow to, you can grow to a $500,000 business, 7-figure business. It's ridiculous, even without paid ads. Thanks for that question.
Mm-hmm. I see here. Do you have to attend each session live, or are there recordings? Yeah, like I said, we record and archive all the live calls, and again, you have lifetime access to that, so you can go see the inside of the portal, and we're going to show you step by step, and you can go access to that. And we also, transcribe the videos. And we also provide you with the audios and everything like
that. Mm-hmm. We have a question here. What currency is the pricing in from Amanda? So the pricing is in USD. It's in USD. And if you can click the button just at the bottom of your screen, you'll be able to see a page that has all that info on it. So it's convenient for you.
Cool. We'll get back into the Q&A in just a second. But look, I just want to talk about results for a second here. because I don't think anyone has created a free organic system like this or achieved the results that I had or even Mark had within such a short amount of time at such a young age. And let's just talk about results. So me personally, I started, as a college dropout, broke, pizza boy, delivering pizzas out of his parents' basement. I was in debt almost 14 grand. In my first month, with the LinkedIn system, I went from $1,500 to over $10,500 a month. Second month, I went from over $10,000 to $22,000 a month. Third month, I went from $22,000 to over $30,000 a month. And like I said, I've been able to consistently grow my business to over $42,000 a month. I mastermind with billionaires, multimillionaires, buy this penthouse that I've always wanted, change my environment, really surround myself with successful people, just wealth triggers in general, and consistently have that 20 to 30 sales appointments getting booked into my calendar every single week. And Mark has been able to do a very similar thing. He's been able to, move to his luxury apartment in Los Angeles, build the financial confidence to do, go and close $20,000 consulting deals in just a few weeks. Network with Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, and really just successful business owners and have the same system to generate them 20, 30 sales appointments every single week on demand, regardless of the niche, industry, or market condition or anything like that. And I just want to show you some results that clients have gotten. I didn't even show them half of the things that I'm going to show you guys in this program. So look, this is the client here. He's like, ding, ding, ding. First client to join who was a cold lead from LinkedIn and first to pay $4,800 in full, not payment plan. Feels good to validate that organic outreach can work. At least now that's once prove it's repeatable. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, for your help in process. Haven't implement half the things I shared with you yet. And this is, again, with this guy who closed 30,000 and got a word that he closed over 90,000 in just a few weeks. And another one closed over 6,000. Another one closed 3,000. And I wanted to show you a testimonial from one of our clients. He's 19 years old. If 19-year-old, me, 21, that can do this, I think anyone can really do this. I just want to play this for you guys, and hopefully it works and that you can listen to just from him and his experience with working with me. And I'm not going to play the full video, so don't worry. But I'm going to just want to play and just hear from him what he's done with this process. See if he'll play here.
What's going on?
Hey, how are you? Good.
Good, man. So, yeah, why don't you just tell me, before, to this audience here, whatever, just tell them basically what you're doing before, me and you started working together. I started to show you, a little bit about my strategy on LinkedIn, how we get clients, and how we can really help you scale the business using those free organic, no paid methods. So, why don't you just tell me, what you're doing, before we started working together? What was life like before you messaged me, got on that call, and we started talking?
Yeah. Okay, great. So, before we started off, I kind of knew about consulting. You recommended to me taking Sam's course, and that really helped as well. But I didn't really have a way of reaching out to people and using a solid or an organic method to actually a client acquisition system. Mm-hmm. So when I reached out to you, that was the main thing I was looking for, which was, I think, I had basically my offer. I knew kind of the niche I wanted to target, but my main problem was I just didn't know how to reach out to these people. So when I reached out to you, I saw your LinkedIn profile looked really good, and I saw that you were obviously getting clients. So and then when I reached out to you, you taught me how to actually use LinkedIn to to gain clients.
Mm-hmm. And so, what were you doing before, to get clients?
So before I tried using Facebook. That was one thing that I really tried doing. I tried using this method where you create a Facebook page, and then everybody who likes your Facebook page, you reach out to them. Or other than that, I also tried going into Facebook groups and just reaching out to people through there. That was, for professionals, I found that was kind of difficult because, one, you're not really supposed to be going into Facebook groups and reaching out to people in there. And two, sometimes you get people who aren't really, it's very hard to target the exact people that you want. Mm-hmm. So, that was those are the main problems I had before I reached out to you.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then obviously getting on the call with me and me just explaining these different strategies on how to actually use LinkedIn to generate leads, generate sales calls, and really get clients from it. What are the results like? What have you experienced now just from like a little bit that I shared you. I know I didn't share much, but I basically just like went the overview and basically just taught you the exact like system that we use, right? So like, what are some of the results that you've been getting here?
So the results have been great. Within the past, I want to say, actually, yeah, less than a month. I want to say 3 weeks. I've basically been able to close one client every single week. And before, that would have been like impossible, basically, because it would have taken me way too long to, get each and every one of the prospects and get them on the strategy sessions. And now everything's just become a lot more streamlined. I'm still working to automate and make the process more efficient, but with the key steps that you gave me, those are the main tools that have been used. That's helped me to gain like those 3 clients in a matter of 3 weeks, 1 client a week.
Yeah. So what were you making like before you even like hopped in full? Like how much were you doing?
Yeah. So before it was nothing because I had no clients, so I was making $0.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that I've actually been able to close 2 clients, my last 2 clients on $3,000 each. So that's $6,000. And then my first client was like, I didn't really know the pricing yet. That was what I was kind of struggling with. So I closed them on $1,000, which I told you I think was $957 or something, about $1,000. So now it's up to $7,000 in less than a month, I would say. So.
And look, you guys can see here, he's 19 years old. If he can do this, and if I could do this, if Mark can do it, and countless other people that I didn't even show them a little fraction of what I'm going to show you guys in this program, what me and Mark are going to dive into. Like, there's no reason why you can't do it. There's no reason why you can't go out and get clients this week. Like, realistically.
Yeah, and Mitch, I'm glad you said the thing about it being a small fraction, because we showed the testimonial earlier, like way early, I think, in in the webinar, and one client used a fraction of what I told him about messaging and just positioning himself differently in front of clients and how to speak to them, where he ended up closing those $30,000 deals that I told you about. But it was just a small fraction. You don't need all of it encompassed in one thing to get just a little bit of results. You can get massive results from just a fraction.
Exactly. And really, this, I mean, just that alone should speak for itself. He's 18 years old, and he's closed. Yeah, he said right here. This is a direct message from him, and I was just showing him the system through direct message, through LinkedIn chat or through Facebook chat. I didn't even show him like step-by-step screen recording and everything like that. And look, Mark and I don't just hide behind our computer or some content portal either. For everyone who joins this program and makes 6 figures, so as soon as Deshaun hits that $10,000 a month mark, he's gonna come and once you hit 6 figures, and you're gonna get a private invite to fly out to LA and mastermind with us for the day. And look, we're actually serious about this. We're not just gonna go, have you join the program and never speak to you again. We want to really create a relationship and really build that long-term relationship with you guys and really just change your guys' life. So if you want to get started, go ahead, click that button to enroll and really join us. And we look forward to meeting you guys and really just have you guys. And I'm seeing here on my phone that a bunch of people are joining. So that's awesome. It's awesome. So let me just restate and we'll go back into some Q&A. So I'll leave some questions here. So if you want this program, go click that button. Go enroll now into the LinkedIn Executive Event. This is a live mentorship program. You get 7 weeks of live mentorship, which we're going through each of those weeks. 7-figure mindset, access to the mastermind community, and the mentorship with the group and with the content portal. All those bonuses for only $9.97. Or you can even do the 3 pay option, which we're going to allow you to do, which is $7.97. So let's go here and let's look at this. I had one conversation with Mitch, and he gave me a little bit of advice and helped me close a $3,000 save. Just bought the program, want to kill it. See, these guys, they're just reaching out to me, and I was just showing them 1 or 2 things. I didn't even show them half the things I even show you in this webinar. The things that we're going to dive deep to is how to get to that 30, 40, 50, even $100,000 per month mark. Because really, if I had this system when I first started, I would already be at like $100,000, $200,000 a month, just because how ambitious I am and where I want to go. But with the system, I know it's possible. And I've had to refine the system over and over and over again. And yeah, this is mainly LinkedIn organic, getting clients, but we also show you in week 7 how to scale things up with really just creating that omnipresent marketing firestorm, which is doing Facebook ads, doing Google display ads, really becoming omnipresent with your niche market. And I see here we have another question. Does this work with a part-time job? Yes, I mean, I'm even showing my dad how to do the system and get clients because this is so important. Like just having the ability to get clients, close clients, and then provide your clients with results. That's all you need. That's all what a business really is. And we're going to show you how to do all those, and we've really cracked the code in all three. So if you have a part-time job, you can easily do this. We're even going to show you how to systematize it, and you can literally just have this running on autopilot.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. And I'm seeing a question here about can this be done from anywhere, like legitimately anywhere? And it's really funny. Like I laugh when I see that question because I was kind of doubting myself in my consulting business too when it came to this whole like location independent thing. But then I started traveling, and actually, when I was on that honeymoon that I told you about, when I got married and I went out of the country to Europe. When I was in Europe, that was like I was pretty new to LinkedIn at that time. I was pretty new to LinkedIn, but I had this system kind of cranking for me. And when I was out there, I was able to still see these conversations and appointments and stuff come in, but have to push them out until I got back, obviously, because I was gone. So that's kind of when I had the aha moment, if you will, of I really can do this anywhere. I just kind of need a an internet connection. So it's huge. You can definitely do it from anywhere.
Hey, I see Alan. Alan was he reached out to me the other day, and I helped him too. Alan, he saw that Alan, he was one of the guys that messaged me on Facebook. He just joined the program. He literally messaged me, and I gave him everything. I literally gave him way more in this whole system that he can go use, and he still joined the program because he knows just how valuable and how in depth we're going to go in this program. So congratulations to you, Alan, and look, I look very forward to working with you because I know with what you're doing with Facebook and now with this LinkedIn system, we're going to really help you scale up. And I think you already got a client I think I helped you get a client already from this LinkedIn system. So that's awesome, man. And yeah, so where are the slides? Okay, yeah. So the slides we're going to give you guys after the webinar. We're not going to do it right now because we want to answer all your questions here. But yeah, you'll get an email in the next couple of days, which all slides, templates, swipe files, everything like that, and really have it. Cool.
Yes. Going through all these questions, there are a lot of them.
Yeah, the software we're using, you will give you everything that you need. So all the software we use, and here you mentioned you have a $5,000 a month fee for the course, $997, which includes multiple sessions.
And Charles here is asking, what happens after I sign up for the program? Like, what are the next action items, right? And that's a really good question. After you sign up, you're going to get a receipt via your email. Just straight to your email confirmation, and it's going to let you know when the program starts and how you can access all the stuff, the Facebook group and the community, and all those things that are involved. So just keep an eye on your email, and make sure that you check your spam folder just in case. Just always just in case, and you'll see all those details in there. Okay.
If I enroll today, how soon can I start? Do I have to wait 7 weeks to go through the course, or can I go through it faster? So Glenn, we designed this for you to go through step by step, but then you get access to the pre-recorded videos. So when you go through it, you're going to really have this whole process, and we're doing it like this on purpose. It's not like we just slap together some portal, because we want to give you live mentorship where you can ask your questions live with us. We can give you feedback right on the webinar or the live coaching call right there. And then we can ask all your questions and provide you with action items. By the next time you come onto the next call with us, you will have this whole process set up, getting calls, and then we can look at your calls. We can give you better, feedback and iteration. After the 7 weeks, Scott, for all you guys that are going to join this program, we're also going to do those live Q&A calls every single week, and you get lifetime access to those. So we have 2 of them every single week. You can ask us questions like you're asking here, and we can provide you support, additional LinkedIn tips, because me and Mark, like I said, we still actively do this. So any new LinkedIn tips or tricks and hacks that we find, we're going to throw them in there and show you guys the best possible training that you guys can continuously go out, get clients, and really scale things up.
Yeah, and I can't say that enough. That kind of one-on-one personalized attention is really important. And I noticed that most people are really good when it comes to self-study, but there are a lot of other people who they need that human interaction to it, and that kind of personalized attention and being able to ask their questions that they have in the moment. So here, what we really wanted to do was just combine the whole thing and make sure that people can get the best of both worlds. And those were the biggest shifts in my life all the time, every time, was when I was able to kind of ask for that advice and make those tangible changes on the, on the fly from somebody who, had done it, could, pull the right answer much faster than I could. And, so I could stop spinning my wheels at the end of the day. So that's a great question.
Cool. And look, I'm taking my personal friends and family who've already joined, and they've already joined at this program for full price. And look, this is my brother. He sent me a message because I showed him, I'm like, look, I'll give you access. You can come into the program. And like, he has a VR company and a web design. He's like, Ren, you've been killing with your LinkedIn system, and I can't wait for you to try it on my own business. Then we have my own friend, Marcus, here. He's like, I can't wait for the live program. I've been following your tips on Facebook and LinkedIn. Can't wait to get hands on the full system. Let the webinar begin. Let's get some clients. And then I have one of my good friends who he came up with me on the come up when I was, I had my restaurant clients. I was still delivering pizzas, and I'll just read his message here. He's like, super proud of you, bro, and all of your accomplishments. The last few months, I've literally seen you skyrocket like crazy. Saw you go from pizza delivery boy grinding, making $1,500 a month to over $35,000, actually over $40,000 a month. It's a little wrong there. Legit in the span of over less than a year. Whatever you're doing is working, and you're actually showing me what's possible and attainable is to achieve my dreams. And I want to thank you, bro. I'm really grateful. For real, I'm serious. I can't wait to learn the more strategies and tactics you're doing so I can crush it and crush my competition. Legit, no one in my industry, which is film, is doing any things that you're showing us. I've already got results, and just from a little bit of the information you have provided me, and I've gained a bunch of high-ticket clients. Thank you, bro. And they don't teach this life-changing information in school. And look, I cannot stress this point enough. Mark and myself have literally spent years and thousands of hours in trial and error, and sent thousands of messages. We've been thousands of messages on LinkedIn, and we spun our tires, for years in the same place. Multiple months, being complacent in the same place. We spent multiple years of our lives that we'll never get back trying to figure this out. And you must make a decision and a commitment to change your life. And that's one of the main points I brought to you at the beginning of this webinar. You must make a decision, the commitment to change your life, or else you're still going to get on these webinars, you're still going to do the same thing, and you're still going to be in the same exact position you're going to be in 6 months from now. And it starts and ends with you, and only you. And only you can make the decision.
Yeah, Mitch, I want to stress this. I really want to ram this point home, because when I was an attorney, listen, I was strapped to my desk. I really did feel like I was strapped to it. I had no control over anything. And I had this, this aha moment when I was working on this finance deal that I just hated. And I realized that everything about how I was operating and where I was in my life, and, whether I wanted to get there beforehand or not, it wasn't what I wanted and where I saw myself going in the future. And I had to ask myself a question, which do you want more? Do you want to change things and, have all this stuff that you talk about and think about, or are you okay with this moment that you just realized is pretty terrible for you? You have to make a change. And that's when I made the commitment to change, even though I didn't have a plan or anything and I was terrified. I just had to decide. So that commitment is the moment. That's when it all happens. And you have to really keep that in your head.
And look, when I was in my parents' basement, I was grinding, I was delivering pizzas, I was doing the old-fashioned in the flesh, knocking on doors, sending out cold emails, and literally just grinding my gears for 3 years, 3.5 years, delivering pizzas at 2 a.m. in the morning in this grimy little Pizza Hut. The one thing that changed everything for me was when I made a decision and a commitment to myself to change my life. And like I said, it starts and ends with you. You making a commitment and you making a decision. And if you made that at the beginning of this webinar and you're not going to make a decision, then I can tell you you're going to be in the same spot spinning your tires 6 months from now. You have to make that commitment and a decision to change your life. And look, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life. Just from being in that basement, delivering pizzas, I just made that one decision, that commitment to change my life, and it's completely impacted my life tremendously. I know it has for Mark too. So if you guys want to get in this program, we're doing this one-time special offer for you guys at only $19.97.
That's it. That's it. That's the decision. It's really just, do I want to start implementing this stuff now, or do I want to wait? And there are so many situations in life where we can just wait, but waiting just leaves us in the same spot. We know this, but we tell ourselves stories that things are gonna make a shift. Any day now, any day now. If that's in your head, just make the decision. And it's okay if it's a yes or a no, but make a commitment. That's what you need to do.
Look, let's do this together. Let's crush it. Let's get some clients. Let's scale you up to the 6-figure, even 7-figure mark. We're here. We're looking for you guys. Looking forward to changing your life, helping you really scale up and get some clients. And I want to emphasize, this isn't mine and Mark's main business. We all both have our own businesses that we run, and we're doing this for you guys to give back because, like I said, I know how I was in the position I was, grinding my gears. No predictability with client acquisition. And I had no direction. I had no process, no community of winners. My mindset was lacking. I was focused on what I didn't want instead of what I did want. And look, if you want to do this, me and Mark, we're here with you, and we want to do this together. You have both of us on your team helping you win. So if you want to do this, let's do this together. This is your time. This is your time. Make it a commitment. Let's do this. If you want in, go ahead. Let's get started now. Click the button to enroll, or go to go.gonzalezconsulting.com/enroll. And look, I just want to thank everyone for being on this webinar here today. And you will getting an email with all the message templates and the swipe files and slides, everything like that from this webinar. And look, I just want to thank you guys for being on this webinar. And I just want you to remember that sometimes, it's the smallest decisions that can change your life. Let's do this. This is your time.
Thanks, everybody. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And really appreciate everybody that came on here. And the last thing I want to say is that when I was sitting there thinking about what I did want from my life, I knew that I wanted to help people. And that's one of the big reasons why I became an attorney in the first place, was to help people. But I wasn't helping people enough. And I wasn't doing enough of that to be fulfilled, make significant changes that I could see. And I love working with people who are really committed to having that kind of a change and helping them actually achieve that change. And I'm excited for all the people that I'm seeing joining the program already, because we're really going to make a dent. And I'm super pumped, just super pumped. So thanks, everybody, and just commit to it. And we'll talk to you at some point soon. Okay.